From the Workbench.
How's that? What did you do to my part here?
Are you still working on the sheet key?
Yeah, the longest snap ever. I think it took me less time to snap the Exia. It's super simple. I just haven't had time to work on it like this past week. There's yeah, like the build itself is not complicated at all, and I haven't been sanding the plated parts yet, so it's, you know, just cutting them and putting them on. So you think it would be fast, but I don't know what I'm doing.
Really?
It's a fact.
Hey, Captain Weirdbeard's on the chat.
Who's that?
Gabe Macias. He goes by Captain Weirdbeard.
Captain Weirdbeard.
Yep. I'm playing the jockey. Oh, dog. Seriously? That's how you know we're streaming. The dog is like drinking for 20 minutes. Bless his heart, but Jesus.
Mine has a tendency, like, so my house is 2 stories, and at night my dog likes to sleep by my bed, like on the floor. There's nothing preventing her from going downstairs and drinking water, but she just will not until I wake up. So then she runs downstairs, guzzles like a gallon of water, and then yaks. Like, we'll throw it up half the time because she drank like so much water in such a short period of time. I'm like, you know, you could just get up in the middle of the night if you're thirsty. Like, it's okay. Nope. Will not.
Oh, dogs.
I'm not doing it.
I got I'm having technical issues. Hang on 1 second.
What am I doing here? I was going to share the link. Share the link. Edit. Paste the link.
Thank you.
Edit. So that I can close my Discord.
Yeah, right?
Otherwise, it bonk, bonk, bonk. That's all I hear.
Yeah, you can't. Well, I guess you could mute it, but
yeah, I never use the app on my computer though. I only use the phone, and it doesn't alert me as much on the phone for some reason. Like, I don't get alerted to the GBA like general or anything like that, but on my computer, as soon as I open it, it does.
it's like blows you up. Man, that microphone is sensitive.
What am I doing? Yeah, the last time we did the stream, I got like nothing done on this guy. I got like 2 feet done. 2 feet in the hip joint.
So,
hopefully I can get done today, at least. That would be nice. Maybe his backpack too, because I think it's pretty simple.
okay. So, what I want to do. How long for the days when I have like a mouse that I can use instead of this touchpad on my laptop? Because this is
so I have like an office now at work instead of a lab, and it came with like new computers and stuff, but it came with a laptop, and it's got like this little tiny baby mouse. And it was so hard to use today.
That's right. This was day 1.
Yeah, today was like a start date. You know, like I've known about it for 2 weeks or so, but today was like, here's the keys. Bye.
Sweet. Here's the keys to the show, Paul. Why don't you drive?
Yeah. See you later.
Oh, come on.
What am I doing? What is this?
So I got the rest of my Hobby Zone stuff today. What?
Yeah, that was that copper, that other piece you built?
Oh no, that was brass.
Brass? That thing looks awesome.
Yeah.
I really like that.
Yeah.
I very much.
Yeah. Turned out pretty good. I'm looking at it right now. It looks nice.
I think that's the way this knee goes, but I'm not sure. What the kind of witchcraft? What you talking about, Bandai? Where? Not sure if the picture looks like mine. The only way I see this working. So we're going with it.
Do it.
Fudge it.
The time is now. The children are your future.
What's up, Andy?
Master Andy. My main Mandy.
Andy, I fell asleep to your stream the other night.
Oh, you love this?
Like, I was so tired. I was laying in bed. I had it on my phone, and I did one of those phone drops on my face.
Oh, shit.
That's a horrible feeling. You're like, oh, what?
Surprise.
Makes you miss like the razor and the little phone.
Oh, no, I never miss that. Ever. Don't say that.
They could just make them lighter, so when I drop it on my face, it doesn't hurt so bad.
Well, you know, they're helping you prepare for the apocalypse, where you might be hit in the face at any random time by any random object, potentially the size of a cell phone.
When you're least expecting it.
Exactly.
Oh, you're going to sleep? Bam! I think not.
All right, I'm going to build a bunch of drawers. This is going to be super exciting for me.
Ooh.
Okay.
In this week's episode, Brian plays with wood.
Plays with his wood.
His wood.
Right.
Just got it in the mail.
Just got my wood in the mail. This is the 90s, and we all have subscription to our dirty magazines. Just kidding. They did it like that back then. But...
Nothing for free, kids.
Oh, no. I've been waiting for this part. I've been waiting for this shit to come. Oh, I'm swearing all over the place tonight. I gotta clean it up.
Meh.
All right, cool. I've been waiting for this shit to come.
I think we should be honest with the people watching. What they should expect is cursing.
That's true. I mean, we curse. I curse. I don't blame anyone for that.
It's Manson's fault.
Marilyn?
Yeah.
I started swearing way before Marilyn Manson became popular. I gotta get that kind of credit. It's date night. And it's on date night and he's hanging out on stream? Wait a minute. Are you on date night with us, Andy?
Oh.
Can do a triple stream. Ooh.
Bam. We're crossing a lot of streams now.
Oh my. That's like the menage a stream.
We're breaking all the rules.
There are no rules.
Polycaps. Yes.
There you go. Just set my glue down and it sounded like a fucking bass dropped on very nice stereo.
We got to do a triple stream one of these days. Absolutely, man.
Yeah.
Build night.
I want to know. So I want to know. The Discord supports like up to 12 people, I think, right?
For voice
Video.
chat.
Oh, for voice. What do they have for
I do
video? Is
not-
it 9 for video?
I don't know if it does. I don't know.
It does. I thought
does
I
video?
saw something about it supporting some form of mass video communique, and I wonder if there's a way to link that.
Is it like streaming, or is it just like a
It might just be like a live chat thing.
yeah?
But if I can capture that,
Hi, Stephanie.
hi Stephanie. But yeah, if we can capture that and slang it, then that could be cool. On the way,
We couldn't. I know I've seen guys on Twitch use the Discord and they talk live, but you can only see one of them on video. Does that make sense? Like, what's his name? Bad Gumpla. I watched a couple of his streams, and he has like his Discord open, and you can hear the guys talking to him, and you can hear what they're saying, but you can't see them.
Oh, right.
They look like.
That's through Twitch. Is it Discord Twitch?
Well, he has his.
I never fucking knew that.
Yeah, I think it supports it because Discord was originally for gamers.
Right.
So I think that's how that all works together.
Susses out. That's tight.
Happy date night. So what are you guys doing on date night? You think fun? Good food? A movie? Yep. Hanging out with us.
We're just the coolest.
We up the romance factor.
Oh, I am super romantic. I could be, but romance isn't appreciated in my household. Some would say I win, some would say I lose. I'm undecided.
We cooked dinner together and ate, and now we're just chilling like
Yeah, damn
cool.
straight. Watching a ball game. Oh wait, no, what are you guys doing? Cooking dinner, and they're chilling, watching us fools. Oh, nice.
Set in the mood. We're your online wingmen.
Oh man. I'm sorry. No, Paul, I really like those guys.
I mean, we're no Alex. We can't serenade you.
Well,
I mean, we could, but
yeah, the quality of the serenade is not going to be quite the par. I have a guitar that I haven't strung in 5 years.
I don't think we know anything classical either, like classic romance. What do we got?
I think I have like a book of Nirvana songs. Maybe Smashing Pumpkins.
Alex tries to steal Andy, though. That's a good point. He's competition.
You know.
Hey, it's lonely in South Korea, you know?
Whoa. Not to throw shade on Alex's lovely lady.
Yes.
Paul.
I was kidding.
I know.
Summer.
Hey man, I'm just trying to like drive controversy. That's what gets votes, right?
That's what I heard. That's what worked.
It's working for press segment.
Unfortunately, I love Smashing Pumpkins.
I like Pumpkins.
I am not a Smashing Pumpkins fan.
Oh, well, that's okay.
What's it? Billy Corgan? That's the guy's name?
Yep. That was the first real concert I ever went to back in 1995.
The year was 95.
I saw Jeff Moore and the Proclaimers prior to that, and I don't classify that as a real concert.
I'm trying to remember the first concert I ever went to. I think the first one I went to was like one of the type thing.
So what?
You know, like it had a couple of bands. Like,
Sure.
We used to have something called Bake Sale around here. It was for like a rock station that's no longer around. I think that might have been the first concert I went to, around like 14 or so.
Oh wow.
I'm trying to remember who played there.
Yeah, I was 16, I think, before I went to a concert with everyone.
That was back in the pop punk days.
Right. Yeah, I saw Smashing Pumpkins and Garbage open for them, and Fountains of Wayne opened for Garbage. So it was actually really fucking awesome. If you're into like 90s grunge-ish music.
Some of it.
Yeah.
I mean, I think like everyone likes Nirvana, right?
Yeah.
It's probably a lot of it influenced a lot of people. Were you guys ever into ska? Yes, I was. I still have some albums. I liked Streetlight Manifesto, Mustard Plug, Mad Caddies.
I did not listen to ska. I was a little old for ska. I was still listening to 90s music.
Well, I mean, Sublime was the birth of ska, and their first album was what, like 96?
Oh, true. I do listen to Sublime. Who doesn't listen to Sublime though? I mean,
they were like the I don't know, the Nirvana of ska, I would say.
Okay, I can see that.
Actually, that's a lot of parallels because he also died or killed himself or overdosed. So
yes,
many parallels. Bradley Noel.
Let's see. Back to concerts. Shit. Let's see some notables that I've seen. I saw Korn, Rob Zombie. I saw Tool a couple of times. I saw Seven Does. I saw Coal Chamber. I saw Deftones.
Was Deftones pre his vocal hemorrhage?
Yes.
Or
yes. Yeah. This was 1997 when I saw it. That was at Ozfest.
So. Oh yeah, the Ozfest. I did Warped Tour every year for a long time.
Oh yeah, that's why I saw Deftones, because they were with Ozfest Warped Tour in Somerset, Wisconsin. What else did I see? I saw Bloodhound Gang, Sponge.
What was I did not see them. I do remember them though. Were they not Switchfoot? Were they not like a religious pop punk band, or do I have them mixed up?
Jeff Moore and the Proclaimers was a religious, like kind of pop rock band in the tune of like Tonic, I guess.
Yeah. Switchfoot. What was the We Were Meant to Live for So Much More? Was that the? I remember that there was a movie out that they did like one of the soundtrack songs to, and it made them quite big. Christian label a while back, but that's still kind of their deal. Yeah, I remember they weren't like, Hallelujah or anything like that. I just remember the story.
You're talking more like Creed, right?
Yeah, they weren't quite.
This thing with arms wide open, man.
With arms wide open. That deep 90s voice.
Oh, you know it, dude. And all the leather pants that money could buy.
Yep. Can only sing in vowels. Hey, how you?
Well, that works, We're for Eddie Vedder.
Yeah, but I feel like Eddie Vedder invented it.
Yeah, of course. We swear that it was not drug or alcohol induced.
Creed. God. I was more of a Taking Back Sunday, Newfound Glory, Dashboard Confessionals, all that good stuff. And then heavier stuff.
I saw Buckethead once. That was awesome.
Boogerhead.
Buckethead.
Can you take me higher? That's such. Oh boy. I remember they did that song was on the soundtrack to, God, what was the name of that? It was like an animated movie. Titan AE.
Oh, right.
That was a good movie.
It was.
I have to go back and watch that.
I also want to go watch that and the Atlantis Pixar.
Yes.
There's 2 of those, I believe, actually.
So Dashboard, I live in a town called Boynton Beach, and 2 towns south of me is Boca Raton, and that's where Dashboard is from. Actually, one of my English teachers in high school, her daughter dated Chris Carrabba. I was like, that would be super creepy, because like that guy probably wrote a song about your daughter.
Oh, wow.
Like a sad song.
Yeah. I grew up with one of the founding members of Slipknot. Because they're from Iowa.
They escaped?
Yeah. They're pretty famous. Anyway.
Yes, I like
He
them.
only recorded the first album with them and then dipped out to do his own thing. And he's still doing music and it's still really good.
What was the
His mom and my stepdad went to high school together.
Who do you know from Slipknot?
Yeah.
I need that really hard brush that Andy has, that denture brush.
Oh, right.
Like I use like a makeup brush and it doesn't really.
Oh, I
have a toothbrush, but it's not really like.
I got this guy right here. Let me see if I can get it in. It says dust. Oh, this is it upside down because it's the way I'm holding it. But it's for doing stencils. I also have this other one, which is also for doing stencil. It's a firm brush with a pointed or like a beveled edge.
Yeah, I'm using this little, like it's like a
yeah.
makeup and it's way too soft. It's good for dust, like when you're
it's
painting.
like a buffing brush.
Yeah, when you're painting and you know, like right before I go into spray, I'll give the part a white. I have like a bigger one and but just to like clean, you know, grime out of like panel lines and stuff, it's not the best.
No.
Or, you know, when you're sanding, you get kind of like a little bit of buildup on the edge of parts.
Yes. What you drinking on?
Today is a little vodka and Coke Zero because I ran out of soda water.
That's okay.
And I'm lazy, so I didn't want to go to the store.
I drink all sorts of things with Coke. One of my favorites is gin and Coke.
Gin and Coke?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't bother with sanding. That is not that uncommon. I see that a lot. Some people, especially if you have a decent pair of nippers or you're good with your blade.
Mm-hmm. I sand everything.
Yeah, I mean, like on a crazy rare occasion where like the thing just comes out in the perfect angle, that's like 1 in a million. You ever get that? Like you nip one and it's like bam, just gone.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, oh yeah.
Then you don't have to sand that.
Yeah.
I sand everything applicable.
Yeah.
But I also get rid of like all the swirls from the molding and like any sort of like,
Yeah. Yeah, molding swirls are a B word.
Yeah. You're like, I'm gonna swear or whatever, and you're like, a B word.
A B word.
You're very respectful.
They're a biatch.
Whoa, 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 easy, Tiger. Just being honest. Respectful is a good thing.
Who cares? To each their own. I don't want to sand. It just satisfies my OCD.
Yeah. I mean, why make it if you're not going to make it perfect?
I wish I didn't have to think about that.
Yeah.
I don't. Andy dies a little when I don't sand.
Dude, don't feel bad, Stephanie. Colleen doesn't do that either. Not that she's put a ton of kits together, but she has yet to sand a single part. It's a stinker. Oh, she had a crazy injury. She's slept really weird, really like quote unquote intensely on her arm and pinched a nerve in her shoulder and caused something called radial palsy.
Yes.
You familiar?
Yes.
Yeah. So she's incapacitated right now.
Man, that's one of the reasons I haven't really built. I don't know what I did, but I have like this thing in like in between my shoulder blades. I have a flat spot in my spine. It's not like a big deal, but like I get sore there sometimes, and I slept funky or something, and it started off bad. And then on Sunday, me and a couple of buddies went out on a boat, and I don't know if just like the jerkiness and stuff like that. Oh my God, I'm dying, and my back is killing me. But I just wanted to build because it's been like, I think actually, yeah, our last stream was like the last time I built.
Yeah, I did a little bit of work on the Goosian. You guys saw it in the Discord.
Looking good.
Yeah, it's starting to get there. Oh man, I can't wait for this Friday because it's Friday.
Yeah.
And it's payday. And there are some items that I want to order from Hobby World USA.
That's the place you just got all that stuff from, right?
Yeah, I just got all this Hobby Zone stuff from. And that really cool multi-chamfer tool. That thing's awesome.
Okay, I did that right.
I also want to pick up some frame arms weapons.
I have been on their site a couple of times looking at the Hobby Zone stuff, but just haven't committed yet.
That's fine. It's not a race.
Yeah. And I bought a lot of kits, and I shouldn't have, but I did.
I hear you.
I have like maybe one showing up tomorrow, one showing up Friday, and one Monday, I think.
This was like supposed to be me not buying kits, buying this stuff, and then I went to the city and spent so much money.
There's a con down by me. It's like 30 minutes south of me this weekend. And I've been debating going. And I'm sure there's a comic book store that I know sells kits that's going to be there. So maybe
we'll get something.
Yeah, I don't think they'll have like any expo exclusive type stuff, but I'm sure they'll have kits in general.
I've been lucky because of our fellow comrade, Michael.
Yep. I haven't heard from him in a while, though.
Yeah, he's been busy. I see him around a little bit on Facebook, but I'm sure that he's just really super busy with whatever he's doing. Maybe he's working his tail off, who knows? He is doing all that stuff for Bluefin. So. But yeah, he always gives me the good clue-ins, and then he clued me into that clear high new. And I wouldn't have gotten that if it wasn't for him.
Yes.
So
Playing Final Fantasy is cool. Like
Final Fantasy.
Yes, Stephanie said that she was going to build the other day when Andy was building, but decided to play Final Fantasy instead.
Oh, cool. Which one?
7.
Oh, 7. Oh, sweet. It's not the port. It's the old one. Cool. Love that game.
Nothing wrong with that.
That got me. That was one of the games that like got me into next gen gaming.
I have not played video games in like 3 weeks.
I've been trying to fit some in.
I was like going hard on The Last of Us, and I'm like a little more than halfway through it, and then I just got busy.
Oh yeah.
That video games are like the first thing to go. You know, like the first thing when time has to be sacrificed. I'm like, all right, we'll play that again.
Gotcha.
Gunpla. Yeah, I try to hold on to.
I worked my tail off so hard yesterday. I decided I wanted to fucking step back into Dark Souls 3.
Very nice. Oh, I didn't even think maybe you guys want to see what I'm working on instead of looking at me. We had I had to go buy a TV yesterday too because our bedroom TV just went kaput, took a shit out of nowhere. I was watching Cowboy Bebop on Blu-ray.
Oh.
It was just like the whole screen went black, but the backlight was still on. Huh. And I was like, what the hell's going on here? I thought it was my Xbox. Right. And I like unplugged the TV, plug it back in.
Did you try turning it off and turning it back on again?
Yeah. And then I went on YouTube and was looking up like troubleshooting, and they were like, oh yeah, take this apart, take that apart, replace this board. I was like, nah, I'm not doing that.
Oh heck no.
Not on the TV. So we went yesterday and picked up a new one. Oh, that's cool. I was happy with that. We've had it for like 9 years, so I was like, hey, you've done your job. You served us well. I play a lot of PS1 games on my phone thanks to emulator. 3 whole entire weeks. Yeah, I guess that doesn't, it's probably not a lot, but it seems like a lot. I used to play something like every day, but with my little guy, I don't have as much time as I used to, which is fine, but yeah, I wish an emulator would be cool. They don't really do much of that for iPhones, especially without like jailbreaking them.
PC rules! PC rules! Oh, did you see my swanky shirt?
No, I didn't.
All right. How sweet is that?
You get all the good stuff up in New York.
Dude, I bought it on Redbubble. You can get it in anywhere. You can Timbuktu. I thought it was great. Machine Krieger Maquet. Oh, let me grab the other one.
I don't know if you can get it anywhere.
Well,
Ragnar cannot. Ragnar can't. Or Ragnar. Sorry, Ragnar.
Oh, right. Of course not. All right, and I got this Ava print. I'll put it under the
I like that one. That one's cool.
See, does it show up over here? Yeah, it does. Yeah, that's pretty sweet, right?
I like that one.
Maybe the one going crazy. And then my homeboy, Brian, that just came back from the Philippines, not Singapore. I totally misquoted that entire video and feel like an asshole, so I have to fix it. Oh, God.
Oh, did you see my message on Discord about that? About those?
Yes, I did. About the decals.
Decals, yeah, those are like really, really good decals.
They look like really, really good decals. So
high quality. Like I would say, as close to Bandai quality. Ooh, that's very cool.
And he got me this. Sure, I can. It says master grade model special talk, and it's got the RX-78 looks like, and it has looks like some modelers over here. So I see Max Watanabe. And some other people. I don't know exactly what it says because I don't know what it's translated to, but he was like buying it blind in Hong Kong. So, because he doesn't know any of that stuff because but he knows I like Gundam. So.
What's up, Jeff?
Thank you. Oh, Monster Jeff.
I have Game Boy emulator for Pokemon. Pokemon is like the original Red and Blue are still like two of my one. I'll just call them one game. One of my favorite games ever.
Pokemon.
You're a Pokemon. Yeah, Go can kick rocks, but Red and Blue are awesome.
All right, I need a refill. I'll be back momentarily to build more drawers.
Brian is IKEA-ing it tonight. He's building his hobby desk. Oh. Get it, Andy.
Holy shit.
Okay. My desk is all meshy. Okay, we have to organize here because I'm.
Yeah, you don't have to share that stuff, Andy. We really like you guys, but you can keep the hug to yourselves. My birthday's coming up. Maybe I'll buy by myself and isolating microphone stand.
I have one from who makes this? Newer.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't very expensive. I got it from Amazon.
Of course.
But like I said, I have to figure that out. It must be in like a software thing, but if I plug in my mic instead of my headphones, I cannot hear you guys, or I can't hear you. Like, because it uses the mic jack on my computer.
Oh, the headphones jack.
Yeah.
Right.
So I'm not sure how I make that work. Because I've used it in other situations and didn't have that problem. My leg armor is done. Better take them out before they burn. Priming up.
Oh, Lord. What's she baking up, Jeff?
Maple syrup cookies.
Oh, boo. Clearly they're cookies in the shape of little stocking hats. Took cookies.
Moose tracks.
Moose tracks? I used to get picked on when I was a kid because I leave moose tracks in my drawers.
Trying brownies on the barbecue? I'm not optimistic.
What's wrong with that?
No
And I've made popcorn on the fucking barbecue. You can do all sorts of shit on a barbecue.
It's just an oven.
In a way.
Outside. With propane.
I am a coal man.
I think taste-wise, everybody probably likes coals. I think just ease of use.
Mm-hmm. You know, you got your instant on, instant off.
Yeah, exactly. Temp control is a challenge with coals. That's true too. Very true.
Yeah, I just have one of those. What is it? Charbroil.
Yeah, that's like
it's
the
not
generic
like a kettle. It's actually pretty bigger, and it has like a lid that folds up. And I made like this special bin for the inside to hold extra coals, so I can like really get the fire going. And then I made this like e-paste surround for it. And it's like Brazilian hardwood. Yeah.
Their brownies pretty hard to completely fark them. Yeah.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Brownies. It's like pizza.
I want to make some pizza.
Pizza, even bad pizza is pizza. It's still pizza.
But I want to make some pizza on the grill.
Yeah, that'd probably be good. You get like a nice, like a brick oven style crust.
Yeah.
You know?
When I do my home pies, I already cranked the oven to like 500.
Done with my. Oh no, there's more polycaps on here. Fucking liar. Kiss break over.
Wow. Oh my. Ooh la la. Wow.
Wow. You kids.
Like a freaking Mickey and Mallory over here, these two. Anybody? Freddie and Nancy? One of the oldest couples.
Sea Runner.
A love forged in the fires of hell.
Oh no.
Not Andy and Steph, of course. Don't get me wrong.
You guys are fine. You're all set.
Yeah, no, those guys are great.
A18.
Bingo.
What am I doing here? What is this? Okay, that's what we do. Polycap 18, 19.
Trying to tear tape quietly. I'm sorry. Am I even building on camera? Barely. Just barely.
And then back to the Sea Runner because I was stupid and not paying attention.
I'm 5 drawers into a 10-drawer ordeal.
Was that a saying?
No, it's reality. It's all good. This one goes together so well.
You are 5 drawers short of a full hobby desk.
Well, I have to make the housings for the drawers. Literally everything
a huge learning experiment. Andy, you're turning that into a master grade. I don't know what that's called. The Build Fighters turn-in.
Yes.
Is that? I was looking at it earlier, and I was seeing what you were doing with the head, and I couldn't figure out what that was because I didn't know there was a Build Fighters turn-in.
Oh yeah, Andy's got it on lockdown. I had a little couple conversations with him, and he's very on top of his shit. I like it. I am a little bit worried that I am not going to make it to the deadline this year.
You think?
I have a long ways to go.
You got some time though. I mean, you got a couple months.
Well, I started when I got the kids. In what, May? Right, because I finished the GBA build, and that was April, and then I got everything set up for this in like in May.
Yeah, because you were still I was up there in April, and you were still looking.
Yeah, I got the because I got the other one for the Hamlet Shrine car that I'll eventually do. But yeah. So yeah, I hadn't even started on the project then. And
yeah, that was like the end of April. I was up there like the 21st or something like that.
Right. Yeah, and I have 30% of the work done, maybe. If I don't make it, that's fine. I'm not going to be upset. I'm just going to keep working on it and try and make it the best that it can be, and then go from there.
It's going to be like the Josh situation last year with his Zeta Plus. Like he didn't make it the first year around, and then he just went like ape shit on it for the second year.
Yeah, but he didn't. Did he get marks on that at all? Or I don't think he received much.
No, I mean,
because he did really well with his just straight sanded Synagier, right?
Yes, I think. I mean, just my opinion. One that was like 3 years before, and certainly from what I've seen, the winners look a lot different from 3 years ago. And then two, you know, he painted it gray, and I thought it looked great. And I think like from a lot of other modelers, that everyone thought it was really nice. But like from just you're walking by, does it like scream at you like the Sinanju just kind of does?
Right.
You know, probably not as much as like, you know, something else. I thought
true. He awesome. Is a master of subtle intricacy.
Yeah, exactly. So like I love to look at it, but I'm sure if someone's just walking by, they're like, oh, great, gray Zeta.
Yeah, it even took me a couple of times looking at it before I was like, really like,
you know, what did you do here?
Oh yeah.
He like some of his stuff I'm just staring at and I'm like, how did he do that?
Oh,
you know what I mean? Like I'm trying to figure out, did he glue something on top of it, or did he just like carve it all in plastic? What the hell's going on here?
So I don't know if I'm like trying to toot my horn or anything, but I figured out how to learn from observing a long time ago. And so when I see the work that he does, the work that some of the other like Japanese modelers that I follow on Twitter, everything that is, I don't know wherever it's available, Pinterest or Reddit or whatever the fuck ever. Well, not so much Reddit, but I found a way to be able to like read what they've done. I don't know if I'm just like bullshitting or what, but it seems like I can see the path in a weird way.
Yeah, well, I mean, you definitely have some background that even not necessarily just in like Gunpla modeling, but other parts of your life where, you know, I'm sure.
Yeah, no, I mean, I developed that when I was in school for art in college.
Yeah,
just like looking at like Michelangelo sculptures and then getting into doing my own reductive carving from blocks of plaster. I mean, as opposed to marble, because fuck marble in Iowa. Come on, give me a break. But like, so yeah, I've been at the 3D game for a long time.
Yeah, so I mean, I can see that. Like, you know, once you know or you understand the concept of what he did, then you know it's probably a lot different when you're looking at it and you're like, oh yeah, I mean, he probably used a chisel to carve this part, and then he used, you know, a blade to scrape in that part, and
Oh, sure, but it's not even like technique as it is like theory for me.
Yeah,
Why
his
do
is
you do this?
I'm.
Not
I mean,
how, because how
on
is just assist. Like it's just like steps, you know. It's like
yeah.
why is the what's more important.
Sometimes when I see them like recarve things, though, I'm like, how did they look at it and see that it could also be shaped like that? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like it's one thing to like glue some builder part vents on a model,
Right.
and not to say that there's anything wrong with that. A lot of times that
No.
looks awesome, but just that you can look at a part and say, I'm going to completely reshape out of plastic. But
Yeah. I used a builder part on my oh no, two builders parts on the Gusian so far. I used let's have to be over here. Zoom in, way up in right here on the heel.
uh-huh.
There's like a panel component that is sold by Bandai there that is just kind of like a nice detail filler. And then the venting inside here is another panel of the same set, only two parts of the same set. And then I cut this one and modified it with other plot plate and to make it the right shape and everything. The inset, deep inside panel. Everything else is all made from plot plate scrap.
Yeah, well, I mean, you can't. There's no way you could like if the plastic is lower than the you have to build up. So
Yeah.
I don't know if that makes sense, but Jeff says Josh's non-Jew had a great pose and 15 LEDs jumped into your face. I love the Zeta. Yeah, that's what I mean. I mean, and just the non-Jew, I think by its like natural self is like very eye-catching. It's bright red. It's got the black and gold sleeve markings. It's very like in your face as a stock design. Way more than like the Zeta Plus that he used, the gray one, especially. My CG background helps me figure stuff out too. Yeah, I could see that.
Absolutely.
Hey Jeff, I'm biased to his work too. I think Josh is pretty amazing, especially like he's not actually been modeling that long.
Yeah.
So I don't think you'll hear any arguments here about his work.
The thing is he loves it. And the thing about doing something that you love is when you like fully immerse yourself into it, you can get really good really fast if you like live it,
Yeah,
and it shows for at least especially for him.
definitely. Yeah, he's definitely one of my favorite modelers to follow, especially the way he's been doing like his whip photos maybe the last year or so, like pretty much since that Zeta, where he like puts the original next to the new one and shows you the whole thing. And I think after he wrote that book, it really helped him.
Yeah, that's so dense, like rich with knowledge. And the thing with doing something like that, so I used to like have a lot of hobbies, and I used to think about producing books in those hobbies, which are quasi legal or not, and it doesn't matter. But I recorded a lot of information, a lot of data over years, and I kept notebooks and notebooks and notebooks and drawings and samples and all sorts of crazy shit to try and like compile a book. And I gave up on it because I don't think I could do that. I don't have the steel resolve, the overwhelming like God view of what the final result should be. I feel like I'd get lost in the minutia and be like tailoring the end credits when I haven't even written like the base of the material.
It's tough, man. It's tough to.
How good is a hands-on like bro?
Stephanie says her teaching background helps her figure out nothing with Gunpla. My background is in science. It helps me zero. Like, and not the right type of science. Biology, zero.
Not the right type of science. I was gonna say, science.
Bad robot science. I mean, people science, living thing science.
Well, you're familiar with like the empirical method
Yes.
and problem solving and those traits. I suppose that
I
Stephanie
could
is
mix you
also
up something real nice to melt this plastic, but
sure. But I mean, the root of that is all like basic problem solving.
yeah. It makes me obsessed over process.
Not necessarily a bad thing.
No, building the process. Science. Yeah, science, bitch.
Yeah. Oh man, I used to have a shirt that said "Science Bitch" on it. Had to give it away because I outgrew it.
They I didn't
What is
realize,
that?
God, that was like that started airing 10 years ago, I think it is now.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I outgrew that shirt. I've only put on like 15 pounds in the last 18 years. Anyway.
It's all muscle.
Yeah. Yeah, and very thick, hardened liver.
Muscle is dense, you know, so
My liver is very dense. It is seasoned. My liver is like a cockroach. It could withstand a nuclear blast.
yep, that's what I got in
I
common.
said there would be jokes. I said there would be jokes. I didn't say they would be good. I said there'd be jokes.
Later,
Did you
Andy.
get into listening to last podcast on the left yet?
No, I listened. What was I listening to the other day? I looked up Gundam ones, and I was listening to some ones. It was 4 English guys.
Okay.
Found it on. I think it was iTunes that I found that one on. But they were talking more about Gundam than Gunpla, which is, you know, it's fine.
Yeah.
But I didn't have a whole lot of time, and it was like a 3-hour long podcast.
Yeah, a lot of times they're long.
Yeah.
I like Gundam at MAHQ, which is GUNDAMN exclamation point at MAHQ. It's the
they came up when I was Googling. I was like Gundam.
Yeah.
Podcast.
Their old episodes are really fucking good. And because they give them weird titles. So you have to kind of like, you know, War Boys of Mars is obviously about iron-blooded orphans.
Right.
You know, so you have to kind of like read between the lines. But they have so much content and they're like witty and sarcastic. You know, it's fun.
Check that out.
Yeah, I recommend those guys. I haven't had any or seen any content from them on my podcast supplier since a couple months now. But I'm not on the Mechatalk forum. Excuse me.
Bless you.
Thank you.
What am I doing here? That's the wrong one.
Oh man, I'm almost done assembling 80% of the drawers.
Oh, very cool. This leg, it's like a leg frame piece. It's actually got cuts in the armor. It's really hard to see, especially the light all the way up there. But it's got like cuts in the armor and then silver underpieces that it poke through.
Ooh.
For a frame. That's pretty wild.
Well, that's the Shiki 2.0, right?
Yeah, yeah. So you have like, the frame's kind of in that typical like dark grayish with a little bit of brown kind of frame color, but then you have a couple of like molded silver pieces that poke through that frame.
That's good.
Very nice. And then I believe this whole piston is going to be like part of his leg. Yeah, very cool. I like that. I like it. Good job, Bandai. Good job. Fair play. The finish brass bottle holder thingy. Jeff's talking about your the brass piece you built today.
Oh yeah. Oh nice. I'm glad you like it. When I finish putting these two units together, I will probably do some sort of like broader view of me putting the parts together, and then we can talk about that a little bit then. I was smart, and I pounded all the magnets into all the flat pieces prior to starting the stream.
Bang! Bang!
I know, right? It's bad enough that my neighbors have to hear that shit, but like, oh wait, I'm not ready for this yet. I still have more drawers to build. What am I doing? What am I doing? All right. Okay. Much better.
So have you watched any more Turn A?
No.
You just got a couple episodes in, right? You said like 2 or 3?
Let's back up for a second. Oh, please don't feedback.
Piston. Cool. You guys can see that. Light. It's got cool hydraulics in there. Very cool. I like this. This is one of the cooler inner frames I've built. Did I forget something?
This is cool. Wait, did I fuck it up?
I hope I have a polycap in there. I think I have a polycap in there. Let's hope we have a polycap in there.
Oh, I wanted to say thank you to Mr. Backstep and man for giving me the shout out on Instagram. I think you gave me like 5 followers.
Sweet. Hey, Donovan. What's going on, man?
Tiberium.
You should definitely start a Shiki. Just do it. Don't think about it.
Yeah, you only have like 140 kits in your backlog.
Yeah. What's one more build?
Yeah, you know.
Do it.
One of us.
You won't.
I have an IBO HG Landman Roadie that's been primed for 9 months.
Is the The Landman roadie, the one that you have to have
Yep.
Bandai, or the option sets for?
Yeah, the option set from Bandai.
I like that one.
Yeah, me too. It's got the better feet.
Yeah, much better feet. I just saw, you know, that what is his name? I can't think now. He owns that shop in like Jersey, Philly area.
Which one?
Gundam Kitchen. Gundam Kitchen.
Oh, the kitchen, right?
He was doing one. Did I forget to put those in? Nope. Okay. He was building one, like, because, you know, they made a P Bandai.
Yeah. The set.
But he was just painting one out of the green one and the option sets. He did like a 1-day live stream and did the whole thing. It was pretty cool.
Salud.
I have like the only kit I have like that. I have a high gog that's like half glued together. Just kind of lost interest in it.
Oh.
I'll go back to it. I'll go back to it one day. I glued one of the joints.
Oh, you told me about that.
Yeah. So one day I'll either just buy a new one or like fix it maybe. I don't know if it can be fixed. We'll see.
Everything can be fixed.
It can all be fixed. I guess I could just leave it and just only have one pose. I mean, that's fine too.
True.
They'll never know.
Real question is, why did you glue it?
If you have that kit or you ever get a chance to look at it, every single piece has a seam line in it. Like, you know how the forearm, like the whole arm is like maybe 5 or 6 joints.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even the joint pieces have seam lines in them. So when I was gluing it together, some of the glue got in like the joint itself, and I didn't notice it. And they're both like going to be gray or whatever color you're going to make your joints. So I wasn't worried about like taping them off or anything like that.
Right.
And then that happened. Bad things happened. Bad things happen to good kids.
Bad things happen to bad kids too.
This is true.
Don't put all the pressure on the good kids. God, come on, bad kids can have fun too. Is that fun though?
But yeah, that particular kit is like the only one that's like that. Everything else is either painted or not painted, except for my Jesta is like half painted. But it's still a whip. I just haven't worked on it in a while.
I have so many kits that are unpainted.
Yeah, I have I'm mad at myself that like the first maybe 15 kits I built them and panel lined them and top coated them. I kind of wish I would have like built them and not touched them other than that.
Oh, so you can go back.
I could strip it, but
luckily I didn't do that.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was unfortunate. I didn't know how like deep into the hobby I was gonna get, so I was like, let me just snap a couple of these guys together.
Well, I was looking to a replacement for full-size prop replicas, so I knew that I was going to go whole hog. Oh, hey.
Hello.
Hey, Xbox. Let's fix that. Fix.
There we go. Luckily, like this kit is like you build pretty much most of the leg. Like you build 2 sets of them, and then there's just a little bit to do where it's like a couple of parts for the left leg, couple of parts for the right leg. So I should have the legs together pretty soon here.
Mosquito, you're gonna die. Yeah, get wrecked.
Kick rocks, Mosquito.
Kick rocks?
Pound sand.
Pound sand? Ampersand? What?
That's what I say at work when I can't say like fuck off.
Oh.
Kick rocks.
Yeah, I don't work in a place like that.
Now I have to watch my language because
Oh, that's right. You're a higher up now. Oh shit.
people don't like it when you tell them to fuck off.
Yeah, well, that's my problem. Why do you think I'm not a higher up?
Yeah. The problem is that's just my response. Like even when you don't do anything that bad.
Oh,
fuck off.
We say like at my shop, which is totally different than the facility that you work at. We say fuck off an awful lot.
Fuck off.
Oh, fuck off. Oh, fuck off mess. Like.
So I came up. Well, I didn't come up with it. I heard it somewhere. I started telling them to kick rocks. And pound sand.
Santa Vaca. Which just means holy cow. Oh man, I'm around the corner on these drawers. 99%.
99%, you said?
On the drawers. Just the drawers.
Just
10 drawers. So.
a lot of drawers. I got to buy more stuff.
Nope. Now I have a place to put all the stuff that I have, and now I have the place to put stuff where it needs to go, where the audit stuff is. Stuff. Lots of stuff.
Stuff.
I've got stuff. I've got stuff. Whoa. Everywhere. Literally. Everywhere.
Andy needs some of those drawers, man.
Yeah. I've tried to reach out to Andy about the state of his work. But you know,
Like,
you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him to drink.
I just have not tools. I have mostly like sandpaper, like the stuff I'm using to snap, and it's stressing me out just looking at it on my desk. I don't know how
I think we both share a little bit of the OCD. Huh?
Yeah, I can't have that much stuff in front of me. I feel anxious about it.
I like to have everything in its right place, just like Radiohead.
Yeah, it feels good. Penn and Teller episode?
Yes, Santa Vaca, exactly. That's where I got it from. From an episode of Bullshit.
All right. Piston. Now you. Those cut off.
Yeah.
I have to redo some organization in my closet. I'm out of space. Like zero space. No more space. I think I'm going to get rid of the shelves and just stack everything.
There you go.
Just doesn't feel as nice because organized. But
It just is a gigantic pile.
Yeah, well, I'm sure I'll organize it in some way where it's not just like stuff everywhere, but it feels so nice to open these shelves. But
I
it's
agree.
getting a little outrageous now.
Is it truly outrageous?
It's getting truly outrageous.
Like Jim?
Truly.
I'm going to go on a very small limb and say that you don't remember Gem and the holograms.
Gem and the holograms.
Yeah.
No.
Okay. No problem.
Doesn't sound familiar. Is that like Josie and the Pussycats?
Kind of, yeah.
I actually do think I remember Jem and the Holograms. 80s cartoon?
Yeah, super late 80s, early 90s.
Yeah.
It was only
Like,
good for the first 2 seasons, though.
they had like the crazy hair and stuff.
Yes.
And,
Yes.
yeah, I
It
do
was
vaguely
Jem and the
remember.
Holograms versus, I believe, the Misfits. But it wasn't like, the Misfits.
Not the Misfits.
Yeah, not the Misfits.
Just some Misfits.
Well, I mean, I think that was the name of the band that they rivaled because controversy, etc., etc. Gotcha.
Dom and the Holograms. That's surprising.
Whoa. What? Oh, it's Jeff posting things on Discord.
Sneaky Jeff.
You will sneaky, not sneaky.
Mold line right down the goddamn side of this thing.
Field's character.
There was a Gem comic pretty recently.
What?
I've never read a comic book in my life.
I don't believe you.
I know. Well, can you count the origin books? They're kind of like, they look like comics.
Yes.
Okay.
Manga.
I've read a manga in my life. That's it. I've never read like a comic book.
Really? Wow. But that's okay.
Never did it for me.
I wanted to be a comics artist for a long time when I was young.
That seems like a cool job.
Spent a lot of time working on figure drawing and dynamic posing and structure and composition.
And now you get to pose Gunpla.
No, it's all, it all works. It all feeds into the next thing.
All right. Nubs. HG. Zach just posted a video.
Yeah, it was
Probably I think he was doing like the Phoenix or something like that. Review.
I don't watch a lot of Zach's review videos.
I will watch like the review just to watch it sometimes. I don't watch the quick looks hardly ever. And I rarely watch an unboxing unless it's like a kit I'm really interested in.
Mm-hmm. I watch like his haul videos.
Yeah, I like when he does like the older kits or like kind of not as common kits, I guess. Like that stuff I find interesting. Like, when the new Build Diver kit comes out, everybody reviews it. But like, taking your time to review like some odd 90s kit or some just really cool master grade. I like that.
That's more of my alley as well. And I will watch, some of the review kits, or review videos for whatever.
Yeah, like especially when it's like a new kit, like the Leo, for instance, that just came out. Like I'll watch it because I'm just curious how it works, what's it like, what is it like.
Yeah, I don't watch a lot. I should also say that I don't watch a lot of reviews for kits anyway.
Yeah. Oh, if I'm gonna watch someone's review, it's usually Zach.
Zach, yeah, exactly. Because I trust him.
I watch Shoki's as well.
Okay.
His
all right.
Yeah, his are good to build to because his are quite a bit longer. He's going through like everything. Mm-hmm. So I'll put that on in the background and listen to what he had to say. And he does like more frequently does master grades, I'll say, because
he's got his master grade Monday.
Yeah. Which is kind of what I'm into. So
Yeah, I also am into master grade kits
They're beautiful.
for the most part.
Now. And then, oh. Go there.
Gotta mop up some of this food.
Okay.
So this stuff all glues together with like wood glue, right?
Uh-huh.
And that stuff sets up in like 30 minutes. So you can literally reorganize your like hobby desk in like an hour and a half or 2 hours, depending on how many modules you purchase and you put together.
Yeah, I mean, if you're doing one at a time, I'm sure by the time you're done with the next one, the first one's probably dry.
Yeah, absolutely. Like by the time I have both these houses put together, all the drawers will be dry and I'll be able to peel the tape off all the drawers.
Very cool.
Hey, New York, being loud.
All right.
I remember when I was playing Dark Souls 3 with like a friend of mine in Germany, and then another friend in Canada, and then another friend out in Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Well, then I guess sometimes with sometimes it's a mix of those dudes, and then my other bro here in Brooklyn, who lived down by kind of like by where you grew up.
Uh-huh.
And so you hear fire engines and cop cars and ambulance and everything. Like I live right across from like a missionary, and they house a lot of unwed mothers to term. So they're like, pregnant or whatever. So they're like, they'll give them home and refuge and stuff until it's like baby time.
Mm-hmm.
And then the ambulances come by and pick them up and take them to the hospital. So we get a lot of ambulances in our neighborhood.
Baby time.
And people will be like, whoa, what's going on? I'm like, oh, no, that's just New York.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just a loud city.
The weirdest thing is going to someplace like back where I grew up, or even on vacation and stuff. We have to like sleep with the balcony door open on the cruise ship because we need the noise.
Yeah.
So weird.
Yeah, here I live in like suburbs. Like that's pretty much what it is. I live in like a HOA neighborhood.
Right.
It's very quiet. I hate those people. Bane of my existence. This I've never dealt with this like molded metallic plastic. Not the like the coated stuff, that the gold, but like that, like it's molded silver or gold. Holy,
yeah, my Verkada Sazabi had that stuff.
Holy nub marks. It's just like not really anything you can do about it. It's just a different color.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Sazabi has a lot of the internal pieces are like this.
Yeah, like the the parts that show when it expands and stuff.
I'm gonna have to build that kit soon.
It's a good one.
Have it in the backlog.
Yeah, I'm just working on my custom. part of me is like, why don't you build the Ifrit? And I'm like, no, I need to keep it custom.
I ordered the backpack parts for the Sazabi just recently.
Nice, I remember that. That's good.
They haven't shipped yet, but
you haven't got the kit yet. You're not like me, where you have it sitting right there with his little brother sitting on the shelf below it.
Nope.
Oh, I was recently looking at LED options to light up my Detolf cases.
Oh, I have an LED.
What do you use?
So I first got a set at IKEA.
Mm-hmm.
They had like a real simple LED set, which worked fine, but it has a wire, going through because it plugs into the wall. And the unfortunate part about the Detolf is it doesn't have like a back. Like I wish that was an option where you could make like a wood back instead of a glass back. Sure. So you can't hide the wire. So I actually got their like little double-sided tape circle. Here, hold on. I have one like over here somewhere. Let's see if I can find it.
Are they just like puck lights?
Yeah, exactly. And they just, I don't know, maybe like 3 AA batteries.
Do you stick to the top of your case, or what do you do?
Yeah. Okay, here they are. So it's like a little puck light. It's got like a little button right here, and it's got like 9, 10, 12 LEDs, and it's got 2 double-sided tapes on there. So you just stick it to the top, and you could also do like if you wanted to do one per shelf, because it could stick straight to glass, and then you just hit the button and the LED turns on. And when you need to change the battery, it like twists off, and then you can take the.
Oh, cool! So
this part attaches. Yeah, this part attaches. This part can come off and change the battery whenever you need to. So it was just like the most simple. I've seen people do like all sorts of crazy things, but I just hated that you could see the wires. It bothered me.
Yeah, I'm looking at stuff on the Amazons.
Mm-hmm.
And like looking at running vertical strips of LED lights, dimmable, down the corners.
Okay.
And then I guess just hiding the wire or whatever next to it or something.
Yeah, I have some cool LED lights behind my desk that light up like 32 different colors or some crap like that. I like them. They were cheap. They were really cheap.
Well, I was looking at some cool ones that were like remote control multicolor, but they didn't show white, and I was like, well, why not?
Yeah, I think these have white. You know what? The ones I bought are actually built for is to backlight your TV.
Oh, right. Yeah, I built a lot of mirror polished television frames for very high-end apartments in New York.
Yeah, so and they're cheap. They're like $10, $15, somewhere in there, depending on how big you need it.
Don't tell the people this.
Hey, your $3 million apartment?
Dude, I just saw a. Okay. I just saw a sink the other day that is cast bronze, one solid piece, 2 bays in the sink. One very large bay, one very medium-sized bay. The sink is $40,000.
Ouch.
Just the sink.
That hurts. That hurts the pocketbook.
Yeah. The apartment is on the 6th floor in the building directly next to the World Trade Center.
Okay.
The new World Trade Center.
Yeah.
I was like working in this building and like working in the apartment, and we did this like really massive. That's where I held that glass pane up 6 flights of stairs, assembled this brass door, doing all this crazy shit, and like had to wait around because there was a meeting going on. And I walked over to this bank of windows, and I look down and I see that there's, I mean, obviously I can see the Battery at the bottom of my Manhattan. I can see the Statue of Liberty. I can see the Bay. I can see Trump's shitty golf course. What an asshole. And I see down below me there's like a plaza with a lot of tourists and stuff, and I'm like, huh, that's a lot of tourists. I'm like, what? I wonder what's going on over here. Like, so I'm looking around, and then I look up and I see that I'm next to the New World Trade Center. Oh shit, that's where I am. Well, okay, that explains all the people.
Yeah. I was shocked when I was up there. We were like a block and a half away from Trump Tower, and there was like nobody there. It was a ghost town.
Oh yeah, nobody gives a fuck.
It was hilarious.
Yeah, at least here people don't. We're so over him.
Well, I mean, you know, like I'm 10 minutes away from his golf course here, and Mar-a-Lago and all that stuff, and even the rich people of Palm Beach, which are like, you know, I think it's the richest place in the world, or in the United States at least. I'm sorry, I'm sure like Dubai is killing us, but and in the United States, like group of people in that small of an area, and they just could care less about him. They just see him as like a person that causes traffic.
Yeah, he's just a talker. It's another shitty businessman that found himself in a situation that he's not really prepared to handle.
Oh, right now.
I'm sure there's a bunch of enemies.
Go. It's gold part time. 9, 10, and 11. Don't scratch the gold.
You're in the chrome zone.
Bling bling.
Not the chromosome, but the chromosome.
Who's texting me? Where's 11? 11.
So those ones go to 11. I was making a Spinal Tap joke.
Oh.
Have you seen Spinal Tap?
I have.
Oh, yes. I made a joke to Jeff the other day, and he actually got it, and I was like, oh, yeah, there is hope for humanity.
Gunpla is addicting from Long Journey. Yes, it is. Very addicting.
Yes, Gunpla is, yes.
Super addicting.
Oh, yeah.
It's very rewarding. Like, even when you first start out, kind of instant gratification of like building something. And
true. It's true. It does offer instant gratification because you can just like straight snap something, clean build it, or you can get like a lasting longer term out of it if you go so far as to panel on your kit in the base level, or painting and going into customization, which is really diverse. I didn't think about that.
Yep. Yeah. And like I say, like you're just starting off and you don't know anything about anything, and you just snap the kit together. It looks way better than any other model you've ever seen. You know, looks a hell of a lot better than that old Revel car you built 20 years ago. And you're just like, wow, this is cool. And then next thing you know, you got an airbrush and you got this and you got that, and you're making them look even cooler. Even more dope. All right, top of the leg in.
Oh, sweet. I have Aliens playing in the background right now. And it's the part where they just save Ripley from the infirmary with the face hugger, and they're like peeling it off of her. It's like trying to claw at her face. It's so cool.
I think I like Aliens better than Alien. I know Alien is like historically probably more important.
No.
But I think Aliens is just a better movie to watch.
Yeah, they all have their own thing. Like Alien itself is more like gothic horror, in a way, gothic sci-fi, than whereas Aliens is like a action horror
Yeah.
sci-fi kind of thing. I mean, you're looking at Ridley Scott versus John Carpenter, so neither of them does a lot of bad things.
Yep, can't go wrong.
I mean, I even like Prometheus. Some people don't like Prometheus, but I like Prometheus.
I did not like Prometheus.
That's fair.
It was visually appealing. I'll give it that. Like, it was very cool to look at.
Sure. I mean, I don't see what's so bad about it.
It just, it was. I mean, it was a really slow burn. I'll put it that way. Like, it was,
Sure.
didn't have a lot going on.
Well, I mean, okay. Do you like? Oh, the dog is back at it. Do you like Dune?
Yeah. I think like if you had maybe never watched any of the Alien movies and you watched Prometheus, you probably would think differently. I guess I just had an expectation of Alien.
Oh, see, there's your problem. Is you expect something.
How dare you?
Don't expect things. This is modern times. You can't. They say expect the unexpected, but that's just stupid. Don't expect anything.
Gabriel liked Prometheus. There you go. Yeah, like I didn't hate it. Like, it wasn't like the worst movie I ever saw or anything like that. It just didn't do it for me.
Didn't tickle your pickle?
No, it didn't float my boat.
It didn't float the skin boat to Tuna Town.
Didn't cream the Twinkie. Dark Star, Dano. Alien was stupid. I haven't seen that.
Jeff, why are you redacting your messages? Are you getting frantic and hitting the send button too fast? It happens to me.
I is excited.
I'm a sloppy typer.
I can do that, like, especially on a keyboard. I go like way faster than I can even think. Like, furious typing, and then I'll look back at it, I'm like, what the hell was I even saying here?
Doesn't even make sense. I can't even tell what was it? That's an even sentence structure.
Well, yeah, what was I going for here?
What am I trying to get at? It just sounds mad. Do I need a sandwich?
Yeah. Somebody get me a sandwich.
I am very much that kind of person. I don't ever beg for someone else to give me a sandwich. I will make the damn shit myself. And it will be beautiful. And it will look like the Turnax.
What am I doing here? Okay. Lovely.
And we're walking.
E-runner.
E-runner?
He is red.
Sounds like a college profession.
E-runner.
For kitty kids.
E8. Cause me spellings are crap. Yep.
Cause me spellings are crap. You must have been talking to Mike Wolf.
And then F, the F runner. The Fook runner, F1. There you are, F. Let's just bust out F2 because we know you're coming next.
I'm so very excited to almost be done with this shit. I mean, they go together really well, but as you can see, it's just a lot of parts, and they all require gluing and alignment.
Time consumingness.
But it's worth it. So I feel like I shouldn't be saying a damn thing.
All right. This is going to be a whole egg right here. My spellings. I hate these little tiny pieces when you have to sand them. It's hard to even hold them.
Dude.
What do I
am Mr. Sausage Fingers.
Oh my God. On that real grade, I was like, what am I supposed to do here? I think real grades are like, I can't imagine painting one.
I literally built one and was like, oh, hell no.
Yeah. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. They look great. Like, look awesome when they're done.
Sweet. I have a friend that's rattle can painting a real grade Sinanju.
I feel like that's like, because, you know, rattle cans are already so thick. Like, the paint goes on so thick. Those little tiny ass parts.
It'll be all right.
I killed myself.
I killed myself.
I don't even know if you can call yours a backlog anymore, Jeff. I don't know what the word for yours is, but it's not a backlog.
It's in a future episode of Hoarders. He's a content creator. What can we say? Yeah, I'm still sitting around 100, 120 maybe.
I don't remember anymore. I stopped counting.
I only have like 50 or so in my active backlog.
I was keeping it around 50 for a long time, and then I just kind of fell off the deep end.
Yeah. It was like snap therapy, shopping therapy, or retail therapy. Retail therapy. I mean, I recently just got the Shin Matsunaga, and I love that thing. It looks really good. I think it's Shin Matsunaga. Am I thinking of Sasaki? No, I'm thinking of the Gundam.
Gundam.
Shinmusha. Sorry, Shinmusha Gundam.
Oh yeah, the Asian, like, samurai looking one.
Yes, so sweet.
The Chin Gundam. Did you get the one with like that crazy stand, or is it, I don't know if that's easy to find anymore.
Mm-hmm. I just got the one that was. It was right there at Image Anime. I wasn't gonna buy it, but I was just hanging out, talking to the guys, and it broke me down in the back corner of my mind.
You were just sitting there, side-eyeing it the whole time.
Oh, kind of. I was looking at a lot of kids.
As you do in that place.
Hard not to.
Yeah, especially those P Bandai boxes, man. F that. God damn it.
Oh, yeah. Gibbs is not one in the backlog. Or one in the backlog, but it's not Gunpla.
Lucky man. Keep it that way.
Now we get to see how much of this precious yellow masking tape I wasted gluing these things together.
Oh yes, that's very nice. Very nice.
It's a nice looking object you got going on your desk there. Workbench. It's a nice looking object you got on your bench there.
I like it. I'm a fan. I love gold.
I love gold. Oh, that was such a good meme. Was that Don that posted that shit?
I did, because I bought
you did it. There you go.
I bought the Phoenix too.
Because I said that you were addicted. Right.
Yes, I am. If it's gold, I buy.
I just have the sumo. Do you have the sumo yet?
Nope.
Denier of the gold.
I like it though.
Yeah, it's interesting.
They should make that kid an RE100. I think that would be a cool RE. Because it's relatively simple on it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm writing an email.
He's writing an unanswered email.
A furious email.
Sure. Well, is there any other unanswered email? Right. Is there any other Illinois?
Foot go in.
Or no, St. Louis. Where are you trying to go? East St. Louis. Is there any other St. Louis? It's the Simpsons quote.
The Simps.
Mm-hmm. How the mighty have fallen.
I haven't watched a Simpsons episode in
not a long ass time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty bad now.
There, he's got one leg now. Quattro Vagina.
Hey.
Spoiler alert.
I don't know if it's a spoiler, Holmes.
In what was it, 1987 when that came out? All right. Let's straighten up a little bit before the next leg.
Look, man, you're no Andy. You're clean as fuck. That kid leads a messy, messy workbench.
Messy Andy.
Miss Andy. He was my main Mandy. Now it's my main Sandy. Little Sandy.
Nubs. The day I first bought Gunpla, I had 5 in the stash. Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, no, I bought 1.
Yeah, I bought the first 8 or so. I only had 1, maybe 2 at a time.
I bought 1 and I spent 3 weeks putting it together.
It wasn't until I started buying master grades that the backlog part really started happening to me. All right, now.
I should not comment.
Where's the G runner? Oh, G runner's gold. That's right.
Yo, the OG runner is gold.
OG gold.
I started with master grades and I've only sprinkled in high grade kits because they don't always offer kits in. The first high grade kit I ever bought was for the MS Royals build.
Yeah, so it was an IBO kit we did, right?
Yep. Yeah, and that was the only reason that I bought a high grade kit.
I have to buy this.
I was like, high grade? I was like, well, all right, this is IBO.
I saw kits in the store in Montreal, and they must all be mine. Yeah, I have that collector's mentality, where I just want to collect things.
Mm-hmm.
So those, I think, building Gunpla and collecting Gunpla at the same time are a dangerous combination. If you have those two, if you just liked collecting things, this is a scary hobby to get into.
Oh yeah, I have a friend that is a hella collector, but two friends that are hella collectors, but they're also smart businessmen, so they won't buy something that they can't flip. and Gunpla doesn't really appreciate.
No, unless you get like a P Bandai kit,
Right, that just
right away.
happens to go that way.
Yeah, or you can get it at a good price right away because you pre-ordered or something like that. But yeah, even those, like, you never know which one is. Like the wing kits, they're like $90. Let's say if you pre-order them before a run.
Mm-hmm.
If they're not in a run, you can buy them on eBay for like $95.
Right.
So is it worth it for $5? Probably not.
Yeah. No. Got my little houses here. It's like a little Russian housing block.
Nice. Now, this is going. Are you shifting everything around, or is this like the other side that we can't see?
Everything is going up.
Oh,
So
that's very how New York
saw
of
the
you.
picture. Hey, you saw the picture that I posted on Discord, right?
Yeah.
Of my custom riser component.
Yeah.
So everything, all the stadium stuff will be the same height as the top of the riser and my parts or my tools organizer. Here in just a matter of minutes. After I make another drink. Hey!
In moments.
Are you still having the same drink, or are you mixing drinks on the fly?
No, I'm done with it. I just didn't go back down and make another one.
Are you like, you have a pitcher of delicious and you're just like filling it?
That wouldn't be a bad idea. When you come back, I will tag off with you and I'll go down and make another one.
Okay, cool. I'll be right back.
Mm-hmm. I'm pretty old. My stash will keep me building when I'm retired and broke. Yeah, I'm not that old, and my stash will keep me building. Some kits solely to collect them. I don't see anything. There's definitely kits that I'm not as into, and I've bought just because I was like, oh, am I going to have another shot to get it? Like, I don't know. Is this going to come out again? I'm not sure. The Hazel kits were kind of like that. Like, I like them, but they're okay. But I wasn't sure like how well they were going to do, how many runs of them they were going to do. So I was like, oh, let me get one now.
All right, I'm going to go to the restroom a lot.
Mm-hmm. And definitely like third-party kits. If I'm not sure if I'm into them, but I think I might want them, I just buy them because you never know when they're not going to be around anymore. This wasn't the right damn thing, was it? Oh, it is. This, that. Yeah, resin. That's another one. Definitely got to think about it when it comes out. You have some badass perfect grades too. I know you have the Banshee Final Battle and stuff like that. I've been on an Astray collecting kick lately. I don't know why. All the Astrays. Extra finish Zeta kits I got because I've never seen another. Oh. What's wrong with that? All right, now this goes on here. Oh, but I need this part. That's gonna go like that. That's gonna go like that.
Hi, Mom. Was loving up the dog on the way over, and I accidentally kicked him in the head.
I do that stuff to like my son all the time. I'm playing.
Kick him in the head.
Damn it! I was bobbing, and you were supposed to weave.
Well, he doesn't know that yet. How is he going to learn? Right? Yeah. You got to teach him somehow.
I won an HG for best in show. It's a keeper, not a builder. Forgot what it is.
I won some hybrids as well.
We're talking about stuff that you bought just because you weren't sure if you were going to get another shot, maybe to buy it. You know, like maybe it wasn't necessarily, you know, you just like some kits you bought to collect more so than to build.
Yeah, like my entire vintage F91 collection.
Yeah. Yep. That'll do it.
And I subsequently have, what, 3 demons on from that? So what you get, folks, don't get drunk and unbox your kits. You're super excited about them. I mean, the Harrison F91 was like, whatever.
Yeah, that you can still get. You'll be able to get for a long time.
Well, sure, and I mean, whatever. I wasn't going to try and keep that one anyways. I put it together, and as soon as I put it together, I almost put it directly into deep storage. Oh, hey, bud. What did I sip on?
I'm going to finish like these 2 next parts, and I'm going to go make a drink.
Get your own sip on.
Yeah. I'm
going to try and find a better camera angle. Much like Alex with his ways of just kind of like clamping the camera on or hanging it in various spots, I have that option now, which is kind of cool. Where can I put it on the plant? Who was that? Oh, hey, man. Shut up. There we go.
I tracked down the whole set of the old high complete Gundam figures. Old high grades, I'm assuming you're talking about, or like the first grades. I don't have like that much in a way of like coherent collections. The only like I have the wing stuff. It's kind of like my.
Oh, kitty! Oh, fight me, kitty! See how tiny this cat is.
Tiny baby kitty.
She's 11.
That's about how old my cat is, but my cat's fat. She's got a fupa.
Mal's got a little punch, but this is just because she's getting old. She only weighs like 7 pounds or something.
No, there's no way. Mine's not close to 7. Mine's double that at least.
Yeah, my buddy Mike has like a 28-pound cat.
Fat shit cat.
He's awesome. His name is Gmork, like the werewolf from the Neverending Story.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. His other cat is named Falcor.
Falcor.
Well, did you ever read the book?
No.
Dude, read the book. It's a YA book, but you'll like it. And then give it to your son when he gets to that age, and you'll be like, you will be all the wiser, my little man.
All right, I'm gonna go run and make a drink while you entertain our guests here.
I'm going to entertain. I'm going to try and look at the chat. I haven't been doing that.
All right, I'll be right back.
Cool. Wait, this. Oh, okay. Don, you're just talking about the set you're talking about. Oh, it came out in the mid 80s. Dope. I have a Xeon Dukedom Zaku. It's not a Shars custom, but it has the command fin is red. It has an open hatch option, but it's one of the 100 grade, or like I don't know if it's master grade necessarily, but it only has like a few solid parts as the core, and then it has like a bunch of armor and stuff. So it's this 100 grade like size, but it isn't like a modern master grade. All these turned out so nice. That is so cool. You can see if I like. There you go. They kind of look like. Big tattoo arm out of the way. They look like housing block, right? Like a giant apartment block. Anyway. In the whip channel, we'll edit it, Jeff. Just go ahead and delete that shit. Hey guys that are on the Discord, you can edit any of your posts. You can delete them, you can change what it says. You can't change the pictures though. At least I haven't figured that out. Right, and the last piece. Okay. So we start over here. I got my little buddy Shakespeare squirrel. Can't go wrong with the Shakespeare squirrel. My mother-in-law gave that to me, and I absolutely cherish it. Let's see how my badges are going to get tangled up here. These are all just badges from Comic-Con and Anime NYC. Oh, they're fucking mega tangled.
Alrighty.
Welcome back, Paul.
Thank you.
My new badges for Comic-Con should be shipping out soon.
Your what?
My new badges for Comic-Con this year.
Oh.
I pre-ordered them, I don't know, a couple months ago.
Are you doing Comic-Con and anime?
Yeah, because GBN or GBWC is at Anime NYC.
Did they ever say why? Like, what was the reasoning?
Probably because it is going to have a better crowd, like a better receiving. Like, the people that are at Anime NYC are already into the whole, like, Japanese animation and that kind of, like, feel, even if it's, like, Americanized.
Yeah, I guess
so
Comic-Con is more...
Yeah, and
comics.
You know what? I went there last year, and honestly, it was like Lost because of all of the shit that goes on with Comic-Con.
Mm-hmm,
It's like, didn't get the press, it didn't get, like, I was there, I was stoked on it. We did our, like, little, we filmed for the Gundam Builders NYC. We filmed like right there on the corner. We did like some photos of it and stuff, and some like panovers. But it was really just like a tiny little section right next to the Bluefin booth, and it really just got glossed over by, there's like 80 bazillion cosplayers, and then like all of the other shit that's going on. It's like where that booth was like right the separation between like the pro side of the con and the retail side of the con. So on the pro side, you've got Monster Hunter World. They had a huge event going on for Monster Hunter World with like consoles, people playing all sorts of stuff. They had a giant Wacom thing. They had all this stuff that was like just drawing the majority of people that aren't necessarily into Gundam or Gunpla. Right. And I feel like it kind of like it suffered a little bit because of that. So the move to be at Anime NYC this year, it makes perfect sense.
Okay, that's cool. I guess now that I think about it, anime it's a much like makes more sense, like you're saying. Yeah. I would agree. I concur.
They're of the similar vein.
Hayakushiki will be standing by the end of the night, my friend.
Oh yes, you will.
My golden friend.
Did you ever watch the movie The Big Hit?
Yeah.
The movie. Taste the Golden Spray. Silly. I've seen that movie probably like more times than I probably should have.
Every time I look at Hayakushiki, I think of Han Solo yelling at C-3PO as he's leaving Hoth.
Goldenrod.
Yeah.
Perfect. I knew exactly what you're talking about.
Come on, Goldenrod, you're going to be a permanent resident.
So, what sort of magic do I have to do to get this to work? It is merely physical contortion.
Ow.
Wow. Alright, that one over while holding this one up, and then slide this around. Slide it that way, and then go this way back. And okay, okay. Let's hear it for the boys. I love how these things line up with magnets because everything just kind of like sits really nicely together.
Perfect.
Yeah. I tried to make my brass riser to the same specs so that the magnets that are existing in the units that I integrated with it will still hold everything together. It's sort of close. I didn't have a break, so I can only do so much.
Brian got a conversion kit for his workspace.
Oh yeah, we're gonna do a flyby here real quick.
Super duper conversion kit.
I dropped my camera. Hey, you get a big spinner. All right. So, all right. Well, that's all right. Cool. Did I disconnect? I didn't disconnect. Okay, cool.
Nope, you're still there.
Well, I have like the webcam is on a jumper to the computer, so it can disconnect on the back side of the table. All right.
Very nice.
Right, so
I'm sold. Go. I'm sold. I need them.
I know, right, dude? So we've got your corner drawer module down here.
Mm-hmm.
This is the corner shelves module. This I like. I didn't, you might think that it's not super useful because it's just a couple of shelves where like you have all these drawers and bins and shit. But it gives you like perfect height for Mr. Color and like some other like random things.
Yeah, thinners and
Yeah.
airbrush cleaner.
Over here I have my tapes in there. Oh, I'm kidding. So and then brush cleaners, just like different things that are active. So I have the stadium effect with the Samuel decal Gunpla Lego.
That's cool. I like that.
All the paints, all the drawers. These are they're modular, so you can change these around. The big guys, glues and paints and paints and paints. All my oil brushes stand up back in here. I actually have separators, dividers for these corner drawers in here. Squirrel. That I'll just drop these together real quick. Everything that comes in the Hobby Zone kits are all like tongue and groove fit, so everything fits dry really well. Just add a little bit of glue and it can be permanent. Mm-hmm. So I can take this, slap that bad boy in there, and then
put a drop of glue and you're good to go.
Well, sure, if you want to, but I could just take my oil brushers and just portion them out however I want. Be like, all right, well, I know which grouping of brushes is in that one, or put them all in it. I think I can double those up. Yep. That is fabulous, actually. Fabulous. Not lying. That's cool. Way better than the back of this dusty old drawer. There's a lot of different modules too. So I have a bunch of these 20-something millimeter small guys because I use a lot of the MIG.
Yeah.
Paints. And then this is the largest size. This is the 45, I think. No, I'm sorry. This is the 30-something.
38, maybe?
Yeah, 28, 38, and then 44, I think it is. So that'll hold these Mr. Colors really well.
Mm-hmm.
All this like medium Createc size, all these golden high flows, really well. And the MIG like scratching and chipping fluids also.
You like those?
I've just got them to try them. I haven't used them yet. I've just been scratch build this guy that I haven't been like painting.
Mm-hmm.
But I wanted to try them because I bought a case of freaking hairspray, and I've been using that on like the Angel of Death and
yeah.
So where do I put the camera now? But yeah, I wanted to give the other ones a shot because maybe.
All right. Mr. Shiki here has legs.
Can you do a dance for us?
I'm going to do his side skirts here real quick because that's like the last part of his actual body. And then all that's left is the backpack and the weapons. D7. D7. G28.
That's really cool. Dude, I'll have to take some photos and put this on Insta. People will love that. All right, we're just gonna slang this on my own thing. Oh my.
Do it for the gram.
Brian got the conversion kit for his first. I just saw that now. Sorry. I remember you saying at holiday at work.
One side skirt.
Oh, that mic cable just wants to scream.
This one's gonna need to be joined. Side skirt number did.
Oh, excellent. Super visible. Okay.
And there he is. Mr. Sheiky.
Ooh.
Mr. Goldenrod. Wow.
I am still testing out. I think I got my camera in a good spot. No, it's a shit poor spot. What am I talking about? Maybe if I looked at my recording program instead of just like waited until my voice triggered the fucking
Clean up all these tools. Throw away some crappy sandpaper. Hey, Alex. What's going on, buddy?
Oh shit!
Time to
Doof Nation. Sorry.
watching from his shower.
It's like a current craft. Whoa. Well, hey, buddy. Hey, Alex, I'm going to take you on a tour real quick.
It's 37 degrees Celsius.
That's hot.
Very hot.
All right, Alex, here we go. Right setup. Here's the new setup, buddy. It's reversed for some reason. I don't know why. Oh, no, it's proper. I forgot. Hangouts, swipes,
Hey, Oliver.
my video feeds. Oliver's around too. Oh, good God. It's a party.
It's a party.
We're having a party. It's a good show.
I am putting nubs in my nub holder.
Whoa.
Whoa. Whoa. The nub holder. This is like 1.5 kits of nubs. I slept with 2 fans on my body last night. Sounds cool.
Literally.
Yeah, Jeff's collection is crazy.
Ribidonculus.
Wait a minute. What did I do here? Nope.
All right, what am I doing?
Put some armor on backwards. Idiot.
I'm so upset with you.
I'm disappointed in myself.
I'm disappointed in myself for being disappointed in yourself.
What did I do here? Which leg is right? That one's right.
Question is, where do I stash my erasers?
That is a tough question.
I think I put them in this drawer. No, I want them in this.
How did this go together?
Yeah. They all fit, and I can see what the fuck they are. I can see that they're erasers.
Man, I don't want to disassemble this.
All right, I've spent enough time not doing anything.
All right, that piece is off. Wow.
Yeah.
Two. Now I see why Andy's always clipping his nubs. Or his pegs, rather. One side. Yes, he is. He's shiny. I put them together. The blue pack fits the 2.0. I don't know. Wait a minute. What the Fiznook?
Whoa, that was quite the contortion.
What did I do here? What kind of fuckery? What did I do?
What fine a cookery. I got this kit.
That one.
I acquired this from a friend. It's partially built.
Which one?
This one.
Oh, the Jesta. Very nice. Great kit.
Mm-hmm. So, homie picked up a couple kits. He was kind of into it back in the day. Oh no. Hey. She snapped about, half of it. It's pretty cool looking.
Yeah, no, it's a really nice kit. Like the engineering on it is great. Everything like fits together perfect. I put together everything backwards here.
Oh, yeah.
It's weird, just like what, like looking at this kit and being like, oh no, no, oh no, oh wait, why'd you do what?
What are you doing?
No, what? Don't do.
Now we can do that. Put that back together.
I don't think this is the one to pick up right now, though.
Just
I'm not in the right zone to start.
State of mind.
With this one.
You're not in a just state of mind.
Oh well, no, just is fine. It's just like a bigger bite of steak than I wish to palate at this moment.
Mmm.
Steaky.
Okay. And now he is snapped.
You did not expect that one, did you, my friend?
Oh, and his ankle fell off. Very nice. Very good. Okay. All right. And now he is snapped. Now let's get him to look somewhat put together here. Shoulders up. Arms slightly curled.
That.
Why do you keep falling backwards? What's going on here?
This is an old one. This is one that I picked up off of eBay when I was looking for a crispy kit. I was just like desperate and buying anything because I was stupid. Anyhow, I'm glad that I waited a little bit more before I picked another one up. But I got this one, which is partially put together by somebody. So I disassembled it because
it had to be new to you.
No, just because homie ain't got no skills. Better than the Jesta. The Jesta I'm going to have to completely disassemble and readdress from scratch.
Sand everything.
Yes, yes. Because none of the nubs even got cut down flat to the material, to the the model surface.
That's better though than them gouging the
True
living hell out of it.
Gouge, smouch. I can patch and paint. I'm going to paint everything anyway, so. But I see what you're saying.
Yeah, like I'd rather just have to sand some more than have to putty and sand and.
I like that stuff.
Backpack is next. Backpack, weapons. Backpack. Did you bring your backpack? Nubs.
Come down by the pool. Have some sandwiches. What an easy spread that is. Alright, well here.
Oh, you are like leaning backwards. That's why you're having a problem.
Started assembling the lance. The lance is. That's a lot of the last things it gets assembled. Anyway.
Okay, there we go. I feel like you're just turned or something.
What did this person do?
All right. Sorry, guys.
I'm so confused.
I was
Oh, I'm not looking at the chat either. My bad. Yes, a nice and cheap kids. Oh, cool. Right on, Alex.
I was trying to get this guy to just stand straight. Now I probably just fudged it up again.
Looks beautiful.
Yes, I'm very pleased. I haven't done his backpack or his weapons yet, but I'm a fan. I like him.
Sell it, man. Sell that shit.
I will keep him.
You say anything to anyone. It's like that Bob Ross Family Guy.
Doing it good.
Yo, Alex, did you see my dope brass riser for my paints? It's in the work in progress.
It's a keeper. That's right. He is. He's a smart looking guy.
Who's a fart smeller?
Hmm?
Oh, you're Shiki?
Yeah.
He's got such a suave pilot, so how could he not look so?
The most suave.
Oh, it's only the most suave pilot.
Suavecito 2.0.
Alexa, play Despacito.
00 brass riser. This guy could be brass, right? He's like brassy.
All right, so this is me starting on step 1 of the instructions for this old kit for the Demons On, and I am cutting parts from the runner, even though the kit was partially assembled. How is that?
Guy didn't follow the rules.
Gotta follow those rules. Can't play dodgeball, don't follow the rules. You can dodge a wrench, dodge a ball.
I want your toes to point out just a little more. Bend.
It astounds me
Something's wrong here. What the
that the microphone can pick up me filing this piece of plastic 2 feet from the microphone.
Oh. Wow. I didn't have the ankles all the way in.
Oh, wow.
Pop. Okay. Now he gets it. Oh, yes. So when you are building Master Grade Hayaku Shiki 2.0, make sure the ankles snap. Like he'll hear an audible.
The ankles pop.
Yeah. Otherwise, he's not in.
You got to make the cankles pop when it twerks or the booty won't drop.
Right.
Or whatever.
Butt flat.
Butt flat. That's what I said. I said that. But I wasn't, I mean.
I was translating for the.
Not in so many words, you know.
I was translating for the commoners.
The commoners?
Let's find a color that will work with you, Mr. Shiki.
Hey, you damn kids, you'll never understand my color theory. Oh, Mr. Shiki, but why are you so bitter? Hey, you kids wouldn't fucking understand. Oh my God.
What's going on here? What did I do?
Why does it look so much better in like the 1000 grit sanded matte white, or white, sorry, gray, than the shiny? So nice. Hit that with a little bit of like Micron 4 or Micron 9. Beautiful. Oh, Paulie, it's just beautiful.
Bootyful. Look.
Whoa.
Looks like.
Foot flat.
I still can't believe Brian is like 40. He looks like he's 20.
Haha, I am. It's true. Thank you for calling out that I am old.
Hey, old guy.
Hey, you old guy. What else? Somebody home?
What did I do? I'm trying to. Let's see.
I don't mind. I don't mind.
Fucking
I'm
with
happy
my
to be.
lights, and now I can't get them to work right.
I wouldn't be who I am if I wasn't as old as I am. I would be some other asshole, and you guys would be like, "Oh, this asshole."
Paul has a baby face too. I don't have a baby
He
face.
does.
I'm an old man.
Well, no, you have a baby face. He's just sleeping in the other room right now. Hey,
Yep. He's there. I got some. What the F, man? What did I don't want it on. I don't want you to do that. Do less.
Do less.
Do less.
I don't have that kit, so I can't help you troubleshoot. That's wax carvers. Oh, these things are the best. Wax carver / dental tool / from Guns N' Roses.
That guy's a tool.
In more ways than one. These kids, even this, what the heck was this thing produced?
Actually, my photo in the org chart at work. Is that the one? It's like the stormtrooper photo, right? Stop doing that. What are you doing?
Yeah, I know, Alex. Chill. We're good, brother. I'm just a big goober. Don't mind me. Wow, man. The amount of flash on this old ass kit. It's not a problem, but you can just see how the production has improved over the years.
Oh my god. I'm done.
Are you okay, Paul?
I fucked around with my LED light things here, and now I can't get them to go back to the way they were, and I don't know what I did.
Uh-oh.
They're like blinking.
Because I suggested things.
Oh, I was trying to find a color for the to take a picture of the Hakushiki with the color in the background. Like I did that box, when I first opened it, and I fucked it up.
Uh-oh. Is it like an app on your phone, or?
No, it's got like a little thing with 3 buttons. Mode, demo.
The demo is just going to run it through Rainbow.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did a bunch of work on mirror polished bar accessories that had LED stuff. I think I talked about it.
Yeah, we were talking about it a little earlier. Oh, that button?
I have to go back there actually and do more polish work.
Okay, now I just turned it off. Now it's just like phasing between colors.
Can you switch your camera so that they can see the color of it? Like if you look at your desktop camera, does it reflect the color? Yeah. I mean, I'm just sanding and blowing on these parts and making noise. So it's not very good.
Make you guys sick first. All right. So there's my lights.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's cool. So it looks like it's running a demo.
Yeah, but I don't know how to turn it off the demo.
You said it has 3 buttons. There are only.
Okay, I got it now.
It's like.
That's like a greenish color. Looking for something that would go good with gold.
Is it 18? I don't know how many different options it would have for button combinations you could push.
Yeah, if you just change the color, I figured. That's like an orangey color. It's like a, yeah, I think I'm gonna go with like this. It's like a yellowy gold.
So Alex is asking me if I have any plans for kids.
And
that's
you
pretty
do.
Interesting. No.
Distinctive plans.
Yeah, distinctive plans of no.
That's a plan.
Well, in a way, my wife is not into having kids, which is cool. I respect that, and that's fine because I have lots of things that I want to do that I think I wouldn't be able to do everything that I want to do and be that kind of like, the father that I would be. I came very, very close to being a father in the past, and that just, nature works out some ways. So, but yeah, so
he's just Papa Bro Builder.
Yeah, no, I mean now, yeah, exactly. Now I look at it as a way I don't have to have kids of my own. I can just like work with kids and other people in the community to like become better modelers or just like, whatever, kind of like better people. I just like being a friend, and a helper. So I'm not worried about having any kids. There's a lot of kids on the planet, and I think that there's enough kids out there that don't have like the kind of support that they need at home. That if I can like offer that, and I do what I can. I donate, I volunteer, I do my own sort of like mentoring in a way. Nothing like paid or structured or anything. I try to be a good person, but I went too far into that.
Don't worry. If you have one, then everyone asks, why don't you have 2? Why don't you have another? Or people always ask me, like, why don't you have a girl? Like, I was able to pick that.
I would have a...
like, oh, why don't you just have a girl now? Oh, okay, I'll...
yeah, let me just do that. We'll just dial that in next time.
Put my selection in.
Yeah, exactly. Let me just like, we'll just tweak the settings so that works out that way. No, I would have like a... What year is it? 2018?
Yep.
I would have a 14-year-old daughter at this point, if things had worked out differently. Weird, right? Sober. Holy cow. I know, you got like a little man, like a little dude, and you're like an adult, and you can handle that shit. If I had I was a kid, it was a baby man. Anyway. Yeah. We don't even talk about that anymore.
If you want a girl, you have to pre-order one.
No, that's how it is. Bandai!
Oh, that messed that one up. Girls are P Bandai? Oh, man. Yeah, but they do that. Like you have one kid, and have another one. How about no?
One's good.
Alex, you were asking about that balut pack, and in the back of the directions for the Hayakushiki 2.0, they actually have directions for a balut pack, but it's all in Japanese, so I can't really.
Oh yeah, no, I have. Yeah, the balut pack that I have will work on the Hayakushiki.
Ah, okay.
Works in the Shiki. It works on the same Jim. It works on
as the one that came in the 1.0 Hayakushiki. Do you know?
No, the P Bandai add-on is better, I believe. From what I've heard, I haven't seen the one that came with the 1.0, but I've heard conjecture. So I was like, oh, I got this, and then they're like, oh, that was a good thing because blah blah blah, and I was like, okay, glossed over. But
you hearing about the parents giving their kids hormones for like a year to give them the choice to change their gender? Yeah, I'm not. That's not. I wouldn't do anything like that. Like, I would be accepting of my kid and whatever he chose in the future, but I'm in no way like gonna be manipulating that or anything, you know.
Nope.
I think that's putting your own needs and wants before the needs and possible wants of them.
Right,
So,
you're like eliminating the idea behind all the possibility that comes from having kids. You know, like the idea is that you can combine with another person your genetic material to make an offspring that you can both nurture and help influence that will ultimately be able to make their own ideas and hopefully lead a better life for the future for all of us. Right. So why are you trying to just be like, you have to do what I say? That's some bullshit. I mean, like, it comes to a certain point, like, they're living in your house, you have to teach them, like, you shouldn't be a jerk to girls, you shouldn't, like, fuck off and smash mailboxes, you shouldn't, like, whatever, kind of the bad things. Well, no, but you say you shouldn't do that. You can give them suggestions and let them know they shouldn't do that, but they ultimately have to learn those lessons from themselves. But you shouldn't let them be like, run free, Mowgli, like, do what you want. Like, let the wolves raise you or whatever. You gotta, like, kind of help, give advice. You gotta be a good bro.
We wanted one of each, but got boys. Yep. As long as they're healthy and happy. This non-binary nonsense is getting stupid. I don't know. What do you mean? I'm not sure. When they pop into existence, it ain't about you anymore. Yep. Only let them run free to toilet train them.
Oh yeah, you totally gotta watch. Teach them how to poop in public, okay? Like, teach them how
to poop. Just go, man.
If you're in America, teach them how to tip appropriately. You want to learn how to, like, balance a checkbook to a degree.
I don't know how to do that.
Shut up, Paul. Shut up. You're not helping.
I can manage my debit card, but I don't know anything about balancing a checkbook.
I know a lot about balancing a checkbook, but maybe it's because I grew up in a flyover state. Did any of it make any difference? No.
I don't know. I didn't learn how to write a check until I was like 25.
What?
Yeah, because like I've never written checks for anything. What do I write checks for?
Rent or
I have a mortgage
at the grocery store, or
never wrote a check to the grocery store.
That's because you're young.
And I have a mortgage, but I just pay that like online.
Mm-hmm. Like, because it's modern.
Yeah.
I wrote most of my checks between the years of like 1994 and like right around when I moved to the city, so like 2005.
Yeah, no one takes checks anymore. Oh my God, when I used to like work in retail and someone would come and check, we would just tell them that our check machine was broken.
I tried to join fucking Planet Fitness here in the city, and they made me like, they wanted me to be like, oh, come down and bring us a canceled check. I was like, what?
I don't have a canceled check. I don't have a non-canceled check.
What the fuck are you talking about? I mean, no, I totally do. I mean, I have like check because you can like choose where to start your checks from. Because like back in the day, people would be like, oh, well, we won't take a check that isn't above check 1,000 because you didn't used to choose when you got a checkbook and it was like check 001 or whatever, like 0001 or whatever. Like that was your first check. And some people would be like, well, we won't take checks from you unless their check's over 1,000, which means you have 1,000 cleared checks, basically checking your credit in a way. So somewhere along the line, they allowed you to be able to just buy checks at whatever number you wanted. So I learned that, like, because some places won't take checks past, or if they aren't past the number of 1,000, you always get your checks starting number at 1,000, because then they'll always take your check. I think I'm at check 1,004.
I'm at check 0. I don't have a checkbook.
Oh, sure. But I mean, like, I've had this checkbook for like 10 years.
And it
I've
started
only
at
written
1,000.
like 4. Yeah, 1,000. So I've written like maybe 4 checks. I think one of those was one I voided out because I fucked up.
Yeah, like I have, direct deposit for everything.
Yeah.
I don't have any.
Or credit or PayPal or modern communication or, whatever. Like, it's good. Much better. Your life is not less because you didn't have to fuck with the checkbook bullshit.
Nope, fuck checks.
The thing about the checks, which is kind of shitty, but I did it because I was dumb in like college or whatever. You'd be like, I need some money. I only have whatever in my checking account. I'm gonna go to the grocery store, buy a candy bar, write it for $20 over. They'll give you $20 cash back, and by the time the check clears, there'll be money from a direct deposit or something that's going into it.
Mm.
It's a very dangerous game to play as a young person. Don't do that.
Jeff was saying I guess Jeff had a business and he doesn't like the direct withdrawal. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of that either. The only thing I have like one bill that comes out automatically, other than like stupid little stuff. Like I have like my PlayStation account comes out like once a month or something like that. But the only like real bill I have is just one. I think my car insurance, because it affects the price. But
I have a lot of stuff that comes directly out of my account.
Like my house and stuff, I have a mortgage through Chase and my bank account through Chase. So I just go onto my Chase account and say, here's some money for my house payment, and I can do it whenever I want. Sure. It's not like a time frame thing. I mean, I have to pay it before a certain date, but
right.
I mean, if I want to do it on the 29th instead of the 30th or whatever.
Yeah, you're set. I have like my power bill is automatically deducted because I ran into an issue back in the day with my power bill and whatever, and it's just so much easier to have that automatically deducted. My storage space, which houses all of my Gunpla.
Have to pay that.
No, that's automatically deducted, and I always make sure that money's there. And I think that's the only thing that's automatically deducted, those two, the power and that, and then everything else I just pay. I just set it up and pay it.
Let's see how a picture comes out with this thing against that background.
Do it.
Let's see. What do you look like?
This kid is really good. Because I'm like so far off camera.
We're unprofessional. Here I am taking pictures.
No, I tend to sit back and work on stuff like right in front of myself, and then I don't want to like show like the camera spread of just like my crotch and like, my belly while I'm working on something. Is that fair? I'm gonna try and steal the camera. There we go. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's better. Y'all can see my sweet Machining Krieger shirt. What in the butt?
What in the butt? I haven't heard that in so long.
Sorry, man. I mean, come on. I'm old.
What in the butt? I said, what?
Do you want to do it in the butt? In the butt? When you're in the butt? In the butt? No? Okay. So, do you remember the Electric Six?
Yeah.
And that song Gay Bar?
Yeah.
Oh, that was such a good jam. barely anybody remembers that song.
I think I got a couple here. I'll get a refund.
That's weird.
That's one thing I'm loving about here. Everything is pretty honest. Yeah. Yeah, people are pretty open. Now let's download my photo. I agree.
Bureaucratic ineptitude. Is there any other kind of bureaucracy? Oh, microphone, you sound so good. Stop recording so good.
That's the one. Bureaucracy. Okay. I need a macro lens or something.
I don't know. I have one. I have a like Vivitar macro lens and a telephoto one.
Yeah, I have the only prime lens I have is a 50 mil, and I guess that would work. Actually, I should have taken that little 50.
Yeah, 50 is good
because the depth of view or the field depth is awesome. Okay.
Yeah.
I like it, but that was just with the get a pancake lens. Yeah, I just took that with the kit lens.
Yeah, my stuff is super rudimentary. I'm such a novice when it comes to taking photos. I just get lucky sometimes.
24 millimeter prime. Yeah, that's probably about what I would get. Just gonna say, well, stuff's expensive, man. Camera's expensive.
Mm-hmm.
I've been using it
so.
well enough though. I didn't know how much I was gonna use of it when I first bought it, but I've actually been enjoying messing with it.
Can you film with that one?
Yeah, it actually has a really good. It only does 1080,
right,
which is fine. I mean, it's not a huge deal. It has a really good autofocus system. It's really strong, especially on your face. It'll follow you around and stuff like that. Got 5,000.
How does it stream?
Huh?
Does it stream video or
you
does
can
it only record?
Make it stream video? I haven't messed with that too much yet.
Cool. So when you record video, what is your record video length?
As much as the SD card will allow.
The SD can handle. Okay.
Yeah.
I haven't delved too far into that. I know that mine can record, but it only records at 1080 for it says for a half an hour. I don't know if that's internal or what. So
okay.
I haven't fucked with it. Honestly, I only play with I have my my Logitech, and I'm looking at getting another Logitech because this one right here, this little bastard right here.
Yeah, I think you have the same one I do. That 920.
Yeah.
Which I did a lot of research before I bought it, and everyone was like, "Oh, it's the best webcam." Horseshit, lies.
It's not bad, but
they're liars.
No, I mean it's not bad, but it's not the best. Not in the least. Logitech makes another one that's maybe I want to say maybe $20 more or $30 more expensive. That has better panning and zooming options.
22, yes, I think.
Yeah, I think it's the one. Yeah, so it's the bar with the round bubble kind of. Yeah.
I think that's what Zach has. I think.
Yeah, that's my next upgrade. I'm just gonna biting.
Alex, you don't have to get a capture card or anything. I was reading about that a little bit.
Oh. Man, 1991? I was 12. I was building models. I wasn't building this, though.
Micro B US cable to the PC and screen cap the preview. Are you able to stream in anything like that would actually give you any benefit then? Like, is it high enough resolution where it even matters, I guess?
Fidelity.
Is
there visual fidelity? Is it only audio?
I don't know. I don't have a PC either. I have a Mac. I don't know if that matters.
Oh, you cursed Apple users.
Yeah, Jeff, we were talking about that earlier. I know there's a way. Jeff was asking about piping everyone's voice into here.
Yes, exactly. I was thinking that, Jeff. Yeah, I was like, there's a way that we can do a group conversation, video chat wise, on Discord, and if there was maybe I could snag it with my capture software with XSplit or something, and then sling it up live, and then we could do like 9-person, multi-stream. That could be kind of cool.
I'll do a stream with it and show you. Yeah, I know. Like, I've seen people do it on Twitch for sure. I've never seen people do it through YouTube. I don't know if like that matters at all, but we don't know what we're doing. We just come here.
Yeah, dude. I've been flying by the seat of my pants since I was born.
We don't really. This is all a rouge. We don't know what we're doing.
A rouge. It's all rouge, man. Just like a little bit of highlight for the cheekbones.
All rouge.
That was a really bad. That was a dadism. That was a super dad joke. I need a sippy time. All right, I'll be back.
Just screen cap with OBS, YouTube, Twitch. Okay. Well, I guess that probably wouldn't work with this thing then, because using like Google Hangouts so we can multi-stream probably wouldn't maybe work. But what is have you streamed with your camera, Alex? Is it actually like worth it though? Does it look nicer than this thing? The picture you guys are seeing is just my webcam that's built into my Mac. I use OBS like if I were to stream alone, but see the thing is, Brian's using XSplit, which is like the same concept, but I don't think I can jump onto his stream and use OBS, or at least I tried before, and it was getting like all funky on me. It was like streaming on my own channel outside of this, if that makes sense. But I have OBS built in here. Use OBS, add a desktop audio input, then it doesn't sound good. Have you done, like, you know what I'm talking about, Alex? Does it work while you're in Hangouts? If you're the guest in Hangouts, can you still use OBS? Like I said, I couldn't get that to work last time. I don't know. I have it here. But when I tried to mess with it, because I was trying to see how, like, Brian has 2 cameras. He's got both of them going at once. I have to manually go in and change mine from my computer webcam to the Logitech so you guys can see. I'd like to have both going at once, but I don't know if I can. Hold on one sec. That looks better. Or am I all blown out? Ah. That's the issue I was having with it. Where you should be using OBS.
That's what they say.
And I turned off my lights.
Oh, too bright.
Yeah. Well, the light behind me, it was kind of like glare.
Mm.
When the lights go down.
I should have said something. I apologize.
Oh, sorry. And I posted my picture on the gram.
Oh.
Or a whip. I like it with the light in the back. It looks kind of cool.
Christmas. Oh, wow. My wife tried to text me a while ago. I didn't even pay attention.
No,
she's asking me if I'm still live on the internet. I'm like, you could always check.
On the Google machine. Are you live?
Still live on the Google machine. We're still live on the YouTube machine.
I promise that by next stream, the Hayaku Shiki will be done and on the shelf, and I'll be building something else. I think next is going to be the HG Leo.
Ooh.
That should only take me like a much smaller amount of time. I think.
Super determined. Very decided in how long it's going to take you. It will take me much less time.
Yeah. I think it may take me a little bit less time. There's like 2 runners.
Oh, hell.
Like legit 2 runners.
Really?
3 runners.
I don't know that one.
3 runners.
Oh, the Leo, the original Leo, right?
No, the new one.
Yeah, but the just the base, not the other one.
Not the space type. I'm not counting the
or not the space type, the other one. There's 2 that are out right now. Is the space type the other one, and I just know the fuck I'm talking about?
The space type is the one. It's not out yet. It just got.
Yeah, so no, there's 2 that are out now.
No, just the Leo.
Oh, yes.
And then the purple one is the one that got announced like yesterday, today maybe.
I literally saw 2 Leos at Image Anime like a week or 2 ago. Like 2 versions. I think.
Was it the tall geese?
No.
And the Leo?
I don't think so.
I don't know. Maybe there's an old version of it. I'm not sure.
I'm on it.
I'm not counting the beam saber runners, but there's like 3. Later, Oliver.
Oh, see you, Oliver.
No, without the beam sabers and the polycaps, there's only 3 runners.
Cool.
It's a baby kit.
No, they're good.
It's got these cool. What I'm interested in is the arm and leg joints. They're like C-notched already, so you can glue and fix a seam and still be able to like paint it and then snap the joint over it. If that makes any sense, what I'm trying to say. You know how like a lot of times people will modify a joint so that you can like cut a little C in it so you can snap it over the top of it. They kind of like did that already.
Awesome.
So that'll be interesting.
You have the HGAC Leo?
Yeah, after Colony.
Right.
And then I think it was.
And then there's the Build Divers. That's the other one I'm talking about.
Oh yes. Okay,
I
the
guess it's pre-order.
Leo NBD or something like that.
I guess that one's pre-order. Maybe that's the one I'm thinking about. I swear that I saw
That's
two
no,
of them, but
I
fuck,
think
I'm
it's out
gonna
already.
be off my rocker.
I think it's
Is it?
out. I think so.
I don't know. I'm looking on Google, so I don't know how old that listing is. But yeah, maybe it's out, and that's what I'm thinking. Is there's the Build Diver Leo versus the.
Yeah, I forget about Build Divers all the time.
Well, how can you not?
I watched like the first 3 episodes, and they're on like 15 now. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I made it to 4, and I was like, oh, okay.
I haven't watched any Gundam in a while. I know. I have to get back on that horse. I'm gonna have to watch Age. That's gonna be the next one.
Nice. So, what do you own?
In Gundam, I have Zeta, part 1 and 2. So all of Zeta. I have Unicorn. I have 8th MS.
Wait, do you have Unicorn like the small form episode, like all 7 volumes or whatever?
No, I have the 11 episode OVA.
Got it. Okay.
I think that's considered the better version.
Oh. So that's not. Is it? Wait, is that the one that's on Hulu? Because the one that's on Hulu is kind of a bridge.
It's 23 episodes on Hulu, or 22, something like that.
Well, no, it's doubled up. So there's 11.
Okay, so that's the one.
Okay.
But then I think on YouTube, it's YouTube. They're playing. You can see Unicorn on YouTube as well through the Gundam
on Gundam Info. Yeah,
and
that's where I usually watch it.
That's the 22 or 23 episode one.
Yeah,
that was like what aired on Cartoon Network.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one I prefer.
I like the music on that one better.
Yes,
that's I love that
ultimately why.
That
right. It's so good.
Fire thing is always stuck in my head.
Yes.
And I have Stardust Memory.
Oh, cool. Yeah, that's great. Wait, 083 or Stardust Memory?
0083 Stardust Memory.
Just the movie or the series?
The series.
Okay, cool. Yeah, it comes as like one thing. So.
Yeah, it comes in, but it's because it's only 8, 9, 11, something like that episodes.
Yeah, it's just a couple.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just one case, like one DVD case.
Yeah. So I think next will probably be Wing. I'm gonna buy Wing.
Oh, cool.
Not that
I just started.
Fucking $300 box set though.
Well, no.
Forget that.
I'd be like, go ahead and buy like IBO, like crazy Japanese import for $300. Like. Yeah,
I want IBO, but I'm not spending $200 to have.
No, wait until it comes on the right stuff. I'm not worried about that shit. It'll be good.
Yeah. And like the other ones, I would get 00, but I think they're just about to come out with that box set pretty soon here.
Yeah, because that was like an anniversary for that or something, right?
Yeah, I think it comes out later this year, like November, December. So I'll probably get that, early next year. And then same thing with Seed. Seed's supposed to come out like early next year with their box set, and I would get that.
Oh, wait, they're doing like a new dub or something.
Yeah, they're apparently that's going to be out like in February of 2019 or something like that. I was reading yesterday.
Fabulous. That is fabulous.
Yeah, it should be good. So I still have more to get. I don't know. Maybe one day I'll get the original Gundam too.
Well, I've been reading Origin, and that's been awesome. I'm 4 volumes in. I'm midway 4 volumes, and so I never saw the original series. And reading it in manga form, I think that I'm getting a little bit more out of it than I would if I had watched some of the older stuff. I really hope.
Yeah, I only watched it because, right after I finished IBO, I didn't know where to start. I was like, well, what do I watch? And I just figured, okay, UC has the most stuff, so I'm just going to watch from beginning to end. So the first series that I watched after IBO was 0079, just Gundam, Mobile Suit Gundam.
Cool.
But it wasn't the best series. I mean, the animation didn't bother me. Some people hate it because it looks old.
Well, whatever. That's great. That's beautiful.
That doesn't. But I mean, it was some shit animation.
Whatever.
some of the suit. Like, do you ever see like the weird proportions where his chest is like that big and his arms like, got no neck?
Well, when you have like X amount of hours to illustrate or to draw, because honestly, like most of these people are like illustrators, they're supposed to take like weeks to make a single image, not make 40 images in a week. So
yeah, I guess that's probably true. But it was good. I'd love to see it all redone as like in the Origin style. I really like Origin, the series, like the whatever we had 5 or 6 movies that we got.
6, yeah. I have the first 4 on Blu-ray, and I love those. I'm really looking forward to Bandit Flower being released as like mass market.
Yeah, that's another one. Like once that comes out, I'll probably buy both of them for Thunderbolt.
Yeah, I have the first one. I got it, for like a whatever, like birthday or whatever. But it's so good.
Yes. When like people ask me, like when like my friends who aren't into it, they're like, "Well, what would you say to watch?" I'm like, "Just watch Thunderbolt."
Exactly. I did the exact same thing. Someone was like, "What are you talking about when you talk about Gundam?" And I was like, "This."
Because I was like, it'll be badass enough to like, you don't need to watch that and you'll be like, oh, this is badass. Yeah, that's what I thought. Thunderbolt, just watch it.
I think I even just like linked for this particular person. I think I even just linked the final battle between EO and Daryl, like in the colonies and all of the bedlam that like happens.
Yeah, I'm like, if you have a lot of time, go ahead and watch Iron Blooded Orphans because you'll probably, I think everyone.
IBO is fucking great.
Yeah, even if you don't think it's great, it's still good. But I was like, but if you just want like an hour to see if you're gonna like Gundam, just watch Thunderbolt.
Yeah,
you're in and out pretty quick.
I need to go back and watch the stuff that they released about Twilight Axis.
I watched all of Twilight. I was watching them as they came out. But you can watch.
Yeah, I caught them like here and there, but
20 minutes and you can see all of it. It wasn't bad. It was a really cool story and concept. Like I just wanted more.
Of course. Well, they're like gun shy a little bit, I guess. They're like don't want to like invest a bunch of money in something that they don't know will have any sort of like return.
Yeah.
But the weird thing is that like the fan base is so varied and specific that like you could get a huge response out of Twilight Axis, right?
Yeah.
Or maybe not, which is I guess maybe why they're like hedge their bets a lot on things like Bill Divers and
yeah, well they know Bill Divers is going to sell well. Like so I mean, well I don't know actually if it did or not, but I mean I guess it's just safer than spending a lot of money on a 50 series episode or a 50 episode series and then being out. But and like you said though, it's very like odd. Like in Japan, for instance, they love Seed. Like Seed is like king in Japan.
Wow.
And like in America, Wing sells really well.
Yeah.
They grew up with it, right? So it's just but like
I was
Japan,
never
Wing doesn't sell really well.
I was literally never on the wingtip. Like I never did the Toonami thing.
Yeah.
I was into, Macross and Robotech and all that stuff ahead of time. So like I'm a weird kind of like like transplant in a weird way, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I never watched Wing when I was a kid. I remember people watching it, but I never saw it. I just like it. Like I almost like it because it's campy and like just silly. It reminds me of '90s cartoons.
Oh yeah, no, I enjoy it. I'm just like I said, I've just started watching it again, and it's good.
It's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I even stopped and was like, Colin, you gotta watch this. And it was like, Hero!
Oh gosh.
I'm waiting for you to come and kill me. I was like,
they have like a drinking game about that. Like,
oh, shit.
Take a shot every time she says hero.
What's her name? Not Relina Peacecraft?
Relina Peacecraft.
Yeah, Relina Peacecraft, yeah.
Like, oh god, talk about getting bombed.
Mm-hmm.
Hero. And she says his name like so different than anyone else in the show. She like
Oh my
over
god.
pronunciates his
Fucking
name.
Bravo and Amuro.
Hello.
Jeff says, I watched the first Gundam anime in 2014. It was the Universal Century for him.
Are you sorry? He might be saying unicorn.
I think.
Yeah, I watched first Gundam anime in 2014. UC for me. I mean, unless he's saying he loves the Universal Century, but I think he might be saying that Unicorn was his first one.
Maybe.
That time frame, I think, might have worked out. 2014 might have been when they aired him in English.
No, I mean, like, I saw Wing back in the day a little bit, but it didn't, like it didn't have any, I don't want to call it. It didn't, strike a chord with me.
Yeah, it didn't capture you.
Yeah. Like, it was too deep in the shit when I saw it, and it was like, oh, here's some stuff with the heavy arms and this and other, and I'm like, the robots are cool because I like robots, and I've always liked Cross and Robotech and High Level
like robots?
and Appleseed and Black Magic M66 and any of the other Shiro stuff. But when it came down to that particular thing, it was like, big miss. Then you go Evangelion.
Well, I can see especially for Wing. Really, I don't know any of them. Any of those full length Gundam series. Like if you catch it like episode 14, they're not you don't know what the hell's going on. You're like, what is this?
Right? It's so deep and everything matters.
The only one you can watch at any point is G Gundam because it's like that. It's that style of anime or a cartoon even. If you watch. I don't know anything any cartoon typically there may be a story arc going on over everything, but for the most part each individual series or each individual episode is kind of unique. It's like a different little story for 30 minutes, but then they're I'm watching Cowboy Bebop and it's kind of like that. Every episode kind of has its own little story that's independent from the episode before or after it. But then at the same time, there's also an arc going on for the whole season.
Gotcha.
So
you can pick it up. And
G Gundam, you could watch episode 25 and you'd be like, oh, cool. They tell you what's going on in the beginning. In this episode,
right.
The God Gundam is going to fight the Gundam from Germany. And they give you a little synopsis of what's going to happen and everything.
Interesting. Is it more tournament style?
Yeah, it is. And the robots don't have guns particularly. It's martial arts robots. So but it's super campy and just the most ridiculous crap. It was. I watched it all, but I was like, this isn't for me.
Oh.
2014 is when I fired up my torrent client. Okay. That's one way to watch them all. Yeah, I mean...
UC Universe. Yeah, poop on Wing and Seed and H.
My favorite is the UC, but I do like I said, other than G Gundam, and G Reco. Fuck G Reco.
Dude, I'm fine with G-Reco. Suits. I didn't watch the story, but the kids are cool.
No, watch the story. Just watch it. Can't understand what the fuck is going on. Nothing.
What if I do? What if I do understand that and I fucking meta min max that shit and transcend all of Gunpla and you guys are left in the wastage?
I will stop watching Gundam.
What if I bring you with me? What if I fucking Timothy Leary you?
It was so bad. I was like, why? They just don't give any reason why they're fighting. They're like, all right, we're fighting. Okay, let's stop fighting.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, what the?
Yeah, that sounds like war.
They're like, what the shit are you doing? They're like, okay, you just go back to your ship. We're done here. I hated G-Reco. And I did not like G Gundam. Everything else I was good with. I like some things better than others, though. Certainly.
You gotta watch Steam Boy, Paul.
What's that one?
It's made in conjunction with the producers that did Akira.
Okay, I'm in.
And it's steampunk.
Okay, that'd be cool.
It's set around like the Crystal Palace of Versailles and like Europe in that era, but like with a weird technical steampunk twist.
Yeah, I'm about halfway through Bebop, and I have a couple others. I wrote down like a list somewhere. I can't remember where the hell I put it. Probably on my phone somewhere. But there's some things like I want to see Tokyo Ghoul.
I haven't seen that.
There was another one that was like, what the hell? It's called something Brotherhood. Oh, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Wait, no, not the movie, right?
No, it's a series. I'm almost positive.
Okay,
and I'd like to see Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z and that stuff, but that's like a really long time investment.
Yes, especially DBZ. Oh, Dragon Ball Z.
But yeah,
cool.
I think it's time for me to head to bed.
Yep. Same here. I think I'll shut down.
How much did you get done?
Well, I built some amazing things. I made a couple of calves as per the instructions, even though the prior builder decided not to follow the instructions. It's an interesting design. There are definitely some seams. Stuff needs to be glued and blah, blah, blah. But what do you know? It's 1991. So, hey.
I've heard those F91 kits aren't bad, like for their age, like compared to what else was going on in 1991.
Exactly. Yeah, no, it looks really good. There's a lot of really cool stuff. I think I've just been kind of like mumbling in the background how much I like the shape and the plastic and the way everything is like assembling and cleaning up. It's going to be really good, I think.
Sweet. You gonna paint it up and everything, or
you fucking
leave it retro?
A couple. I have the new in-box one that is with the collection, and then I have two that are open because I opened one. And then I bought one that was partially assembled, this one. So I'm going to definitely do them up. I'll probably do one that's like just like clean classic. So I'll like just tighten it up, fill it in, like clean up the seams, do any backfilling, paint it up, do it really super detailed. And then I'll do one that is like maybe slightly tweaked.
More of a custom.
A little bit, but not super duper custom. You know, just like add embellishments, surface details, and stuff like that. I don't really want to go, too far to tweak anything out because I like the design. So I just kind of like, I'll enhance a couple of things that I feel are lacking on the first kit. So I'll be able to do like a compare and contrast. It'll be like, here's stock, complete, built, and then here's like stock, enhanced.
That'd be cool. It'd be cool to do like a series of like how to fix up old kits. Like
it would be kind of cool, I guess. My problem is that I am not a videographer, man. I build stuff.
Yeah, well, I mean, just doing like a work in progress of like turning an old kit to make it look, like you wouldn't be able to tell it's from 1991.
Something like that.
All right, man. I'm gonna head off to bed. Have a good night.